Yo, oh my God, what a glorious. Let me say, I'm gonna start this way, Zink. What a terrible year it's been for Sony. I mean,
Hey,
just an absolutely terrible year. Yeah, what was that?
because you said terrible year, and I was just going to throw it up there. It started off with the failure of the PSVR 2. We could start
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yep. PSVR two. Um, if we don't have Call of Duty, Sony can't, PlayStation can't survive.
Hmm.
Everything that went on in Brazil, everything that went on in the U.S. It's just been it's been an excellent year for Xbox. It's been a
Hmm.
terrible year for PlayStation.
Hmm.
And to top it all off, Jim Ryan quit. He's quitting. That's what this is, folks. Matter of fact, I find it funny that Jim Ryan quit a day after they get hacked. And by the way, they still never released a statement on the hacking.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
And you know what, Unlimited? It was even before that because we never heard from them when that FTC decision went down. Twice they got ousted, and we never heard from Jim Ryan again. He got fired, dude. He,
yeah,
he got fired. He,
yeah.
he wasted too much money trying to be a citizen in the Pitcairn Islands. Brazil ousted him. I'm glad you shouted out Brazil because they're the catalyst. They started all of this.
Yep. Yep, and the guy who constantly lied to y'all, um, who's going to be stealing the Phil Spencer playbook while simultaneously saying all live services don't work, whatever he's saying, is now
Correct.
gone. And by April 1st, 2024, Sony's gonna replace him with a guy named where is it? Where's the guy's name? Oh, Hiroki Totoki. And you know what Hiroki Totoki prefers more than anything, Zink?
Games as a service,
Mobile gaming.
mobile gaming. Okay.
Mobile gaming.
And shout
Right?
out to Tool Man and Radiance, Faded Blaze, Dr. Vodka, Shisno Elite. Hey, dude, of course. Oh, hold on. How about the over shoulder, single player, s- narrative, whatever bullshit that everybody was trying to say? This is Sony and Microsoft can't do this, and all of this garbage. We knew all along. Phil Spencer said, hey, you can't maximize profits with single player games.
Yep.
Even though these guys forget Halo, Gears, Forza, single player games, but they also offered gameplay variety. Also, you have your reserves for returns there, so you want to keep making money on a daily basis to replenish your damn other studios. That's what cash cow franchises do.
Yep.
Sony just never had that. So it's a long lead up to this, but hey, we finally getting some things squared away. And
Yeah.
and check out their roadmap, Unlimited. What's their roadmap, bro?
Oh, they wrote Spider Man. What else they got? They're re-releasing Horizon Forbidden Entertainment. Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
They're giving you a complete edition of a game that came out last year. So,
Hmm.
boy, this. Let's put it this way: it's not exactly the year 2000 for Sony. They're not sitting on the world. They're and listen. By the way, chat. I want y'all to talk all the shit you want. Like Toolman
Yep.
here, Toolman saying Sony Interactive Entertainment. We are now accepting applications. Yeah, man.
Hey, well, let's go with our boy Remake Station 5. That's a hell of a name. He
Yeah.
said, IGN holding their funeral yet? Hey, right, oh, let me tell you what, Ryan McCaffrey put a tweet out or something,
Uh-huh.
and he had some elaborate excuse. I'm sure one of us will find it later. But he was like, you can't deny the business Jim Ryan brought to Sony or whatever. Man, just like Hebot says, dude, it's an illusion.
Yeah, yeah.
It's mind share what he brought. You saw those numbers. Revenues were way up, but the profits were way down. The revenue
Yep.
is way up because you spent a lot. Everybody invested a lot, but you had a lot of people to pay, which took away from your profits.
Yep.
And one thing I said the other day, it was Fidelity Investments that Jim Ryan was talking to. And Unlimited, they were Fidelity Investments had me there, they had you there, they had accountants, and they was like, wait a minute, dude, did you really just say your Bungie acquisition is bigger than the Activision acquisition. They were like,
Oh yes. Hold
that
on.
is, you just can't fool people that way. That's, you know what? I'm glad you pulled that up because this illustrates what we're talking about here. And when you see how Forbidden Entertainment, they spent more. See, this is what Ryan, not Ryan McCaffrey. Well, this is my guy, Jason Schreier.
Mhm.
Jason Schreier uh, always talked about, what was he saying? Hiring temp workers, and that's an illustration of what it's like to hire temp workers.
Mhm.
When you spend more than your game makes, that means you didn't have the internal personnel to make what you need to create a profit. So you spent more than you made with your shit here with Horizon Forbidden West. You barely made some money with The Last of Us, and look how much money you made with Call of Duty. And now that Call of Duty game is gone. Not only is it gone, dude, they spread the wealth of Call of Duty all over the place.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely spot on there, Zink. And yes, just no. This is a nice surprise. Well, I'll say this: for as long as we've been around, Sony has had more people come and go at the top of that company than probably any company out there these days, man. I couldn't even tell you the number of people from the Kevin Butler days to the Sean Layden's to the and Jim Ryan's just another one on the long list. If hell, I might, let me see if I can find a list of Sony CEOs over the years, man. Because just to show you how ridiculous this company is. It's just no.
Right. And, I didn't even look at the rest of the guys. Anthony Chipmunk pulled up, and a few others. That man came and made an appearance, a Dark Knight. But, hey, man, look, this is a good day. Vodka Issa pulled up. Kenneth Williams, Flip Money in the house. Flip had a great, and those guys had a great show yesterday, man. They kept my
Yeah.
ass up. I was cracking up, man. I had to go to sleep too, but they would not stop acting a fool, dude. It was insane. But dude, I knew this day was coming, man. And like you started off great. Brazil started it off uh with Jim Ryan ratting himself out, calling his team trash. We can't make a good game if we tried. Then they come all the way over here and they release a handheld that don't have damn Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And trying to say, well, it's $200. No, bro, it's $400 because you have to get a headset to go along with it. It's just just too many things, too many problems over there. And then everybody asked Microsoft for a roadmap. Where's your roadmap? And
Yeah.
then Bungie came and canceled factions. So released the game and re-released the game and re-released the game. Still didn't have a multiplayer component in it. So was it released unfinished 3 or 4 times? Give me a break, dude.
Yeah. Hell, the oh man, I'm trying to
And
look for
here's,
it.
hey, Ramo walked in here with his shit. I don't know if you saw this one yet. I didn't get a chance to send it to you unlimited. But before I was about to cut my mom's grass tonight, the FTC, Ramo, he brought it up again. The FTC is after Microsoft again. The FTC is trying to break up Xbox, the Xbox division. They filed a document in court, dude, to try and break up the Xbox division.
Funny, boy, oh boy. I swear, man, this is just comical at this point. This is just comical. What was that's news to me, man. That's news to me. Of what you just said, and
Yeah. It's crazy, dude. I
it
can't
is.
wait the next time we reconvene,
Hmm.
we'll have our shit together and
Yeah,
and just blast these jokers. But this is a great time to jump on, man, and this is something else.
yeah. I mean, maybe the hack revealed something about Jim Ryan. He don't want to come out publicly. Now he's stepping down before it gets bad. How
You
about that?
shouldn't look unlimited. I have enough ammunition with Jim Ryan. I've almost forgot about that hack. Since we don't get hacked, I
Yeah.
almost forgot about that. But unlimited, I think they raised prices to pay McAfee
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
extra hacking service. They it just didn't happen that way. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I mean that money was wasted then because that I mean it still happened. But yeah, Faded Blaze said I think he got fired because of the Activision Blizzard King and they losing the Japanese market. Hey, I mean, but what Sony's doing is was going to happen anyway because they're a terribly run company. You know, don't
Exactly. Go ahead and
nobody
finish
has
that. You were
evidence
about
that
to
he.
finish.
Yeah, if Radiant said nobody has evidence that he got fired, they couldn't take. They could. The guy couldn't take the heat. Yeah, yeah. Listen, look, man. Look at what he's leaving behind. He's leaving behind a third place company, and as as I discussed not long ago, third place because what was that profit? Who made the less profit with their between the big three console makers? Oh, that's right.
Sony
It's
made the
Sony.
least. Yeah,
Yep, it's
and
Sony.
I'm glad you put the graphics up to illustrate that. Back to you, Faded Blaze. Accurate analysis, and let's talk about that for a second before I take a drink of this Cabernet on this joyous occasion. And Faded Blaze talk about I think he got fired because of the ABK deal. He spent so much money riding around the country, literally around the world,
Hmm.
literally trying to stop something he couldn't stop.
Yep.
You could tell he knew nothing about business. There's no way you can stop two they didn't even use all of their power against this. And then even Lena Khan is stupid trying to go, but let's go back to Faded Blaze. Hey, Faded, he mentioned something about Japan. You took PlayStation out of the Japanese market and made the home base in the United States. Bad move. They made so many bad moves. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this started a long time. Faded Blaze is that's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. You're absolutely right, and that's what. Listen, guys, have fun today. You know, have fun with it. Don't be, you know, don't be like I was checking out Twitter, and all of a sudden they're being respectful to Jim Ryan.
Yes.
He did a great job in his time here. I mean, 30 years, guys. I mean, just look at what the guy did for Sony. Come on now. The same this the same guy that lied to that lied. First of all, he lied to Phil Spencer's face. Let's not
Yep.
forget that he lied to Phil Spencer's face. Oh, we're
Then he
not worried.
lied
We're
to the
not
court.
worried. Yeah, we're not worried about Activision, Blizzard, and blah 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 blah. When he refused to sign the original deal
Hmm.
that Brad Smith kept in his back pocket, and
Hmm.
then and then as time went on, Brad was like, "Huh, what's that original contract says? Every Activision? No. Cut the every Activision. Just Call of
We
Duty."
changed it.
Yeah, and then y'all Sony fanboys, y'all pretended that Sony somehow got the better deal in the end.
Hmm.
Hey, goodbye, Jim, and Hiroki. Yeah, Hiroki. Good luck taking over this sinking ship when you put their games on mobile, and Sony fans get another crisis of conscience because they're gonna have to sit there and pretend that they care about mobile fucking gaming, right? Because y'all aren't gonna buy the PlayStation Portal handheld. Y'all ain't
Oh no.
buying that.
Mm-mm.
Y'all
No,
didn't
they.
buy the PlayStation VR 2. Y'all
Hmm.
y'all don't half of y'all probably don't even know that you could play that you could do remote play on your phone right now for the PlayStation games. Y'all
Hmm.
so spare me. So spare me the nonsense. The days of the Sony you thought the PlayStation 4 era Sony that you thought was going to continue is dead. It's done. They couldn't make money off these $200 million fucking games, right?
Hmm.
Like Horizon Forbidden Entertainment. Less profit than cost. That's a flop. That's a flop. While y'all sit here and try to dare had the guts to compare it to Starfield, which Bethesda expects to make over $1 billion. So again,
And then
I
unlimited.
kept hold on 1 second, Zink, then I'll let you speak. I kept telling y'all Xbox knows how to do is make money.
Hmm.
All right, and that's and Sony is the opposite, the antithesis of that. And Radiant said Japanese market consoles are dead in Japanese. We are in the
Hmm.
90s or 2000s. Sony doesn't care much about Japan. Yep, and they can't and they're going to lose the American audience too because they're a bunch of out of touch about a bunch of out of touch people who are trying to play catch up to Xbox. Shout out to Andy Pants Xbox. I think sent me the video about PlayStation boss admitting defeat and leak and tries to copy Xbox. But he bought.
Oh no, Hebot didn't pull up, did he?
Yeah,
Oh, this
yeah,
is gonna be a bad day for Sony. Hey,
yep,
and what real quick, what Unlimited meant when he said, "Hey guys, let it out in the chat." It's like me. I have a ball fade, with waves on the top, no
yep.
hair, bald around the bottom. Hey, I let my hair down. I put when I heard Jim Ryan got fired, I put my hair up in rollers. Now that mug down, it's resting on my shoulders and shit like Superfly.
Right.
Shit, I'm a clown today.
You need to stop.
We deserve the clown because let's be real. How long has Jim Ryan been lying to people's faces? How long had Jim Ryan sat around as his own company and community just did nothing but talk shit all the time and push console wars that they pretend console wars are bad when they're the victim of it, but when it benefits them, silence, right?
Right.
How long as we dealt with people who came to our channels, our videos, and try to pretend that Sony was better than Xbox and that Phil Spencer's gonna be the one that's fired and Phil Spencer needs to be fired. I mean, we heard it all over the years, right? And Issa, I am not sad to see Jim Ryan go, man. He was the best CEO. Okay, I think he means that sarcastic. Yeah. He was the best at making Xbox better.
Correct.
Because that's all he did. Because I mean, since he's been around, Microsoft out here buying Phil Spencer out here buying Activision, Blizzard King, Bethesda, a Ninja Theory,
Yeah.
Obsidian,
Yeah.
and Exile. I mean, for the love of God, what was Jim Ryan's big success? And don't tell me console sales because. Everybody, listen. I'm so sick of debunking the whole console sales thing, but I will for one last time in case y'all ever pull that. But go ahead,
Before you go, Hebot, because you could elaborate on this also. I'm just thumbing down, and the realest one over here at 11 p.m. said, "I'm pretty sure he's out because he lost Fidelity's confidence in that investor meeting." Hey, bruh, 100%. You can't talk stupid to investors. You're not talking to Ryan McCaffrey, Destin Legary, Paris Lilly, Colin Moriarty, Greg Miller. You're not talking to your fans, bruh. These are intelligent people that know you're stupid. When he said that, I was like, what did he just say? Go ahead, Heba. Get in there. Get some of this.
Yeah, like, look, this has been in the works for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He came in to fill in the shoes because Andrew House, right? Or Sean Layden.
Yes.
Yeah.
And both of them, Andrew House too.
Sean Layden left when they were at a high note because he saw that shit was going to start going downhill. Especially when he said that, their future is just keeping the same type of structure of games.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see that the numbers are not working,
mm-hmm.
they're not making sense, or they're not enough, because people don't understand that one of the reasons why they're pushing digital so hard as well, as much as I hate to say it, is because when you sell games digitally, developers and publishers make more money. And so
correct.
Right?
Hey, he about to stop right there. You know why Microsoft continues to, when they give us the game in Game Pass, but they know a few of us are going to buy that extra content, and that $35 is what they know they're going to make when you take away all of the packaging, the shipping, and shipping all of that shit to store.
The third wheel. You're eliminating the third man.
But go ahead with your shit.
Right, and again, as much as I hate to say it, I understand why. Because if you notice during the 360 era, and this is one thing that Phil brought up numerous times, a lot of developers closed down because they couldn't make enough money. What's up, Jack? How are you? They just shut down. Because they couldn't make enough money. And this is what Phil's conversation and whole argument was about AAA games do not make the type of money that people think, right? especially when you're spending the kind of money that Sony was, because Sony decided we're going to be cute. We're going to try to make our games into movies, hire
Mm-hmm.
expensive actors,
Mm-hmm.
right? Hire expensive actors, hire, uh, you know, a lot of mocap people, to do a lot of mocapping, which mocapping is retarded expensive.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get well-known actors now to do these mocapping performance, because before it used to be just people within the industry, right?
Yeah, or people up and coming
Like the
people.
people, right, like the smaller people. That
Yep.
now they're like, oh no, let's get cute. Let's hire the real Arnold, or let's hire the real, you know,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Hey, yo, Issa, man, you funny. He said breaking news.
so
New CEO will be Jim Ryan remastered.
That is classic. Hey, that was so
Issa,
great.
Hey, Issa,
That's the comment of the day so far.
Yo, Issa, I heard he'll be bundled with the next PlayStation 5 iteration as well. Buy
listen,
PlayStation 5, get a free CEO.
I seen somebody meme. I think it was J Rock on Twitter where he put the
Oh no,
new
what
head
did he
seat.
do?
He put the new CEO of Sony is Lena Khan.
Oh yeah, yeah, and a
So
co
stupid.
and a vice president is Sarah Cardell from the
Yeah,
CMA.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, Hebot, let me help you out with what Sean you saying. Sean Layton said he knew things were getting bad. Hebot, that last E3 they did it
Mhm.
from a tent, Hebot. A
Yeah,
frigging tent. These jokers had a barbecue tent up and 4 games.
three. It was really three.
It was three. I thought these
It was
well,
it was
they
it
I
was
thought they
three
had God of
games.
War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and they had some other piece of
No, it
shit.
wasn't the last of it. It was Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima. Okay.
Hmm.
And I thought they
It was
had
three
something else
games.
there.
That's the guy with the flute, remember? And
Yeah,
they
your flute guy.
extended. They did a half an hour segment with all three games for an hour and a half. Look, when you saw that after 2018, and we've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying this left and right. Sony's arrogance is going to be their demise, and perception can only take you so far. You
Yes.
don't make money with perception,
No, you
right?
can't buy ZeniMax with perception, Hebot.
No, absolutely not. You can't. That's not. You can't get $68 billion with perception. That's not how
Nah.
that works,
You
right?
can't get the 2.4 billion for Minecraft in 2013 or
Mhm.
14.
So, to get to the point, real quick, um, when you saw that that was the last E3 they attended, they were like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna try to save money and cost because there's really no point spending all this money in a venue that's old and structured old." And they were saying all kinds of crazy shit, and then everybody was like, "Yeah, that makes sense. They can just do little shows and 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 save money and still do a better presentation, right?" And then
Hmm.
you saw that the following year, that, when COVID and all that stuff started hitting, they were like, "We're gonna be at 100 venues," and they only did like one show
Yeah,
that
we're gonna have hundreds of shows. Hey, Hebot, how about this?
those little things.
Here's our grand surprise. Here's our new PS5 logo. I'm like, what?
Look, right,
This
exactly, right. Look, those
trash.
little things like that, like what you just pointed out and what I just said, were telling you indicatively that they were hurting for money. And
Yes.
to be honest, okay, to be honest, when Jack, I mean, when Jim Ryan came into to fill in the void and be the new guard, he already had a bad fucking goddamn mess up to fix up because it was already failed with PSVR. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You saw that they had leaked out those leaks saying, "Oh yeah, Sony's gonna make a brand new portable. It's gonna be the best thing. It's gonna kill out the Switch." And come to find out, it's a fucking Wii pad for the PS5, right?
Hmm.
Then they released PSVR 2. No, nothing has been said because it completely flopped, right? All those things are big and hurt big time. Then yesterday we had this fucking hack. This tells me that hack yesterday was bigger than what we know. Okay, bigger than what we know, and we're gonna see those the repercussions of that long term in the next year or so.
Hold on.
I
You
give
said we
Sony
were gonna find.
5 years.
What did you say? I missed that. What you said?
That yesterday with that hack.
Oh, the hack.
That
Okay, go
tell,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
with Jim Ryan announcing his resignment today
Mhm.
tells me that hack was a lot bigger than what we thought.
Hmm.
But it was more than that, though. But remember, we didn't hear from Jim Ryan since he lost the FTC
Yes,
case. We
that's
never
also
heard
part
a
of it.
freaking
That's also
word,
part of it.
and that was it. He was done then. This hack is just
But,
icing on the cake.
oh
That
yeah,
that
I mean that's
handheld,
that's kind of like
hey,
the straw that drew the camel's back, so to speak.
yeah, and that
Um,
stupid ass handheld he bought.
Yeah.
That
Well,
one
handheld.
more thing, Unlimited. One more thing. Oh, I found out today also. I found out today also that they had the Last of Us Day or something, and
hmm
people were getting hyped about it, and all it was merchandise.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
sir,
Yeah.
I'm like, what
hmm
the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Look. And by the way, Wilkins said you think it cost Jim Ryan said no to the first call deal. Jim, I meant not Jim Wilkins. For Jim Ryan, it was a combination of okay. There's an echo.
Culmination of everything.
Yeah, it was a
I mean,
culmination of everything. Okay, how do I
Hmm
he
stop?
has a shit show over there because it's
hmm
been nothing but fucked up shit back to back,
Right.
back to back. But it's the same. But it's shit that they created themselves.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
hmm
Bad decisions, arrogance, him saying, "Oh," like he just said a few days ago, "Oh, the Bungie
Oh
acquisition
my.
is going to be way more profitable than anything that Bethesda can do with Microsoft."
He bought that
Say
was
that
withheld. That
when
was
you just
withheld.
saw that the game released, and in less than 2 weeks, it has 10 million players, about to hit $1 billion in profit when it's on Game Pass. Okay,
hmm
it's on Game Pass. Keep in mind. Game Pass don't let games sell. Remember that.
hmm
Plus over 1 billion players, probably 11 million players by now in less than 2 weeks. And you're gonna
hmm
sit there with a straight face and say that when nobody's even talking about Destiny and
hmm
yeah,
Hey,
how?
and he bought. You know something?
Because he's a
Fidelity.
liar. He's a liar, and he's first of all he speaks to a different audience. He tries to talk to
He tried to
shareholders.
stay face. What he
Yeah,
does is he
he's
tries to
trying to
stay
talk to
face.
shareholders and the people higher ups
Yes.
and a bunch of people who don't play video games and think, okay, but I mean, listen, there's a reason why Microsoft is getting hell for this Activision Blizzard for a reason, and that's because it's so damn massive that people are legitimately scared that it could affect competition, right?
Hey,
Mhm,
man,
mhm.
real quick. One of my favorite people walked up in here. First, Emmanuel A1. He is a piece of shit, just like all of us. He's a great dude. We already shouted out Wilkins and Red Dead Panda Gaming pulled up in here.
Oh, Red Dead, man, I am
Yeah,
behind. Well, I'm way behind on the comments.
yeah, I like her a lot, and they crew, man, with Elite Gaming
Yeah,
Guru and
yeah,
Ashtray.
Ashtray, yeah.
Yeah, I like all of those people, man. Yeah, but we just scrolling through. Unlimited. You may know when, but that Jim Ryan quote where he said Bungie was bigger than the Activision deal in
Mhm,
so many
mhm,
words. That was a report, and he said that to Fidelity Investments, I think in 2022,
Mm.
mhm,
and
mhm.
they gave him a chance to. It's like, hey, where's this going? And it went nowhere. And when when they lost that FTC deal, Fidelity was like, you guys got to make a change, or we pulling out. Okay,
Well,
we
there's
out of
two
here.
more things that you got to remember for the Zinc and Unlimited
Hmm
because they all correlate, obviously. Same subject.
hmm
Number one, he just did an interview not too long ago where they asked him, "So how you plan to make money with
This is
those
that
10
interview.
games?"
If you
Right?
look at that, if you look,
Right.
that was a whole
Where he
article,
said,
and
"Well,
that
with those
was
10
yeah,
games that you guys
yeah,
created
yeah.
are
They just
created
publishing
for
that
the
now.
students, right?" And
Yeah.
he said, remember, this is the key word of what he said that people need to pay attention. He said, in order for it to be profitable for Sony and the Sony division, all 10 games have to do well. Not one, not two, all 10.
I
Now,
didn't hear that one.
you know, realistically speaking, gas games like that, microtransaction games, maybe one or two will be successful depending.
Maybe
All 10, it's not going to happen.
impossible.
So you know already they're setting themselves up for failure. It's a risk that
Hmm
they're trying to take that it's too late for them to take that risk. That's number one, because they're way behind. So they're trying to get their Sea of Thieves, their flight simulator. We all know this, okay? Then the other thing you got to remember is tomorrow is the due date in which they said the hacking people that hacked them that they're going to release all the documents and sell them off and leak all the dirt. There has to be some type of dirt in there, maybe on Jim Ryan, and he's trying to smoke out so that when things go south, he doesn't get the blame for it, or they can't say direct accusations to him or attack him because he's done, or he already announces to retire and leave or stepping down, right? Because they said we're not paying them. So tomorrow we're gonna know for sure if that gets released what the real deal is, because I have a feeling we're gonna find out some dirt that they don't want to know. They don't want nobody to know.
Oh yeah, and that information is gonna go cheap. We might as well go ahead and throw $5 at it and buy some of that information ourselves. Hey, our boy Dion Hayes, he's at it. He's showing what he's all about. He said now that Jim Ryan is leaving, he can go join his brother Gordon Ramsay and work on the MasterChef TV show because they look just
like Gordon Ramsay. He does look like Gordon Ramsay. It's so stupid.
Oh my goodness,
he does
boy!
Look like Gordon Ramsay.
He does.
That's true. That's true.
And that Joker is. He's only 53 years old. He looked like he's going on 73
Yeah, that's
years
because
old.
a lot of those British guys, man, they smoke and drink a lot from like a young age. That's what makes them look so old, I think.
Yeah, but sometimes they drink wine and they could last a little longer. But Jim Ryan just looked like he didn't had it, dude. So, but Hebot, man, this is absolutely insane. And you can, and then how about this one, Hebot? How about this last PlayStation show that they had? You started the show with baby steps.
Right.
Hebot, come on, man. That's what
you
gonna show. You gonna show us baby steps.
As just as bad as when they showed Goat Simulator. You remember that?
Bruh, come on, man. You just can't pull a stunt like that. And I always give credit to where credit is due. Lucas said that you gonna show me this motherfucker, and he's over here crip walking, talking about baby steps.
Right.
She said crip walking, dude. I screamed. That was absolutely hilarious. But hey, dude, this is gonna be a day. They lucky I had a lot of stuff to do today, because I would have came in here with a lot of things prepared to just knock these clowns out. And then like Red Dead Panda came in here talking about no, Jim Ryan came in after Phil, so he had nothing to do with waking up Xbox. And I guess she's responding to somebody else. Yeah, he didn't have nothing to do with waking up Xbox. Xbox was already up. You could tell Xbox was woke and ready to go when they stole. We talked about this a little bit yesterday when Phil Spencer stole Gears for $350 million from Epic, then turned around and bought Minecraft. Dude, you building something huge. Well, you're continuing on.
But see, this also proves that the position that Phil is in, right? That everybody keeps saying that he's doing such a horrible job. Yeah. He fixed up the biggest shit show that they had from 2013 and 2015, right? And he sat there and convinced Satya, even though he's a man who has an open mind, to back him up, right? And it's been nothing but profitability, not only for Microsoft, but for the brand, the division. And yet people say, oh no, he's making the wrong decision. And yet every time they say that, all you see is profit or good outcomes from whatever decision they decided to do.
Right. And
how do you keep saying that? And yet now Jim Ryan been there for 3-4 years now, right? And he's stepping down I'm gonna tell you right now, is the calm before the storm. I told you, Sony days are numbered, and I give him. I at this point, especially with all the things they're saying, Maheen, I think the things that they're saying and the numbers, the investors, and all the shit that's probably gonna come out. I'd probably give them another 2 years. I don't even know if they'll finish the generation. To
See
be
there,
honest.
Hebot, you circumvented my cap. I said at least 4 years, but
Hmm.
because they what they'll do, they'll sell everything they have
Right, right.
and just
They'll lifeline everything. Right.
they'll sell everything they have. But dude, look, they have nothing coming, and you sell software to make your money. And that pony bot Zulker, he was over here talking a lot of smack the other day, talking about console sales. The profit margin isn't high enough to maintain.
Console
It's
sales
not.
do
It's
nothing.
not.
They do
It's
nothing.
right. It's not high enough to maintain your industry. You just can't do things that way. It'll never work. You
They do
know.
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But
Now,
you know.
also keep in mind too. Keep in mind too. Right.
Mhm.
I'm trying not to lose my train of thought because the
Yeah, you're
diabetes
going through a
kicking in.
hallway.
That diabetes be kicking in, and I'll be like, fuck. But anyway, um, the reason why I'm saying that is because it's just he just steps out of nowhere. Who's gonna fill in the shoes? First of all, I don't even know who can. Maybe what's his name? The other dude that used to work for EA that's there with them. I forgot who. Who was
That
gonna
that
be that?
it doesn't
Who,
even matter though, Hebot. They don't have any content.
that's
People,
what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm
you
trying
don't
to
have
say.
no
Remember,
software, dude.
remember the other game they had like Helldiver. It was pushed back, right? And that's a smaller title, even though it's bigger than what it was before.
Which title?
Helldivers, Helldivers
Oh yeah,
2,
yeah. Go ahead.
right? It was supposed to be this year, and they pushed it back because I'm pretty sure it was the
Hmm.
deliberate because they have, a scarce library, lineup
Hmm.
for the future, right?
Hmm.
Because everybody's like, oh yeah, but Silent Hill 2, that's not theirs, and that's a timed exclusive. Final Fantasy, the new CEO of Square is not going to let that keep rolling because he said already it made no money.
And
So
you
I'm
saw
pretty
what he did. He
sure.
signed a deal with Phil for Final Fantasy
Exactly. So
14, the
I'm pretty
MMO.
sure at some point those are coming as well, fast, sooner than what we thought. That's
Hmm.
another thing. That Paradise Eve, those are all games that are from small developers and studios that they flat out paid for the exclusivity but didn't pay for the game, the
Hmm.
funding. They don't own them, right? So
Hmm.
the Last Ronin, all that shit. So again, souls aside, all those fucking games, because the motherfuckers gonna put them in their console war list. So
Hmm.
we're hearing that the next big game is gonna be Horizon Remastered, the first one, when the
Hmm.
game is from last gen. When
Hmm.
you seeing this type of stuff, you know that their library is scarce because, and when they say we're gonna try to do more third party deals, is because they don't have enough money to pay for first party to make bigger games. That's why they said we lost a lot of money with games like The Last of Us 2 and Horizon because they cost over 230 million and there was no revenue coming in or enough revenue.
Correct.
And if
100%.
you also notice, they stopped mentioning the numbers of game sales because last generation they were selling physical copies so they can count them whenever they gave them for free with bundles. But
Hmm.
this generation, they went to digital copies like Microsoft was doing, and you can't count digital free copy codes on a bundle console.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
they can't count them. That's why you haven't heard numbers like, oh, God of War. The last thing you heard from God of War is, oh, yeah, 4 million copies sold. That's it. After that, you haven't heard nothing.
And bundles. And like I said, they
And
don't.
that's part of bundles too, right?
Right.
The
And
same
then.
thing like Horizon. You didn't hear nothing. GT Sport. You didn't hear nothing.
Mhm. And then
They
they try
are
and make it up on the
hemorrhaging money.
back end. They try and make it up on the back end with
Hmm.
Gran Turismo by saying selling $20 cars, $50 cars, $200
Yes.
cars is
Yes.
microtransaction.
And
And
then the
your
other,
boy Paul Tassi didn't say nothing about that.
no, of course he did it because he's a fucking dick puller. That's why I call him a dick puller. Now, you do realize too, they bought fucking the esports, right?
Hmm.
And what happened to the esport this year? All the consoles failed out in the middle of the tournament.
Hey, Hebot, let me get you on this because we didn't talk about that much. And of course, IGN had a show, and it was on Podcast Unlocked. Nonetheless, they
Hmm.
talked about that Evo show and never mentioned one time about the PlayStation 5s burning up the place. Never
Yeah,
mentioned it
and
one
failing.
time.
Right. How
Never.
you sound? You're the one who owns the thing, and your fucking own consoles are failing.
Right. Hey, how
Huh?
about this? Let's catch the first liar today. Deploy. He just pulled up Deploy 619 at
There you go. He
837.
ain't shit. Right,
Yeah,
right.
he ain't shit. He pulled up saying Helldivers is a double A game. No, it's
Yeah.
not. Helldivers is a lowercase single A game. Man,
Hmm.
that garbage. And they rolling that bad boy in at $40. I'm glad Deploy said something about that. I meant to say
Yeah.
something about
It's
that
bigger than what the
yesterday.
original was, but but it's not a
It's
triple A
nothing.
game.
Yeah, no, it's not. It ain't even close
Mhm.
to a triple A game, man. That game, it's nothing. And of course, where's Jason Schreier at talking about it's in development hell? Where is he?
I just thought it was
Saying,
funny that Jason Dryer was the first one saying about Jim Ryan stepping down. Like, it had to hurt. So,
yeah, hey, how about my boy Destin Legary? Destin is
oh,
over here saying, "Oh, this is not a shot at Sony. You have to take your hat off to Jim Ryan. He had an apologizing piece for Jim Ryan today. Man, Jim Ryan got fired, Destin.
well, you see that the narrative, my brother Zing, and Unlimited, as soon as this got announced, is, oh, he's just retiring because he's been with the company for 27 or 30 years.
Hmm.
That's the narrative.
Hmm. Hey, how about this one? Jim, Unlimited opened the show correctly, talking about the Brazil court documents, where Jim Ryan said, if we lose Call of Duty, we out of business. Do you see how big that bracket how much money they made off of Call of Duty without doing anything? All of that funding is gone immediately. So now how are you going to support your games, Jim? Jim told him what the deal was, and now it's over. No. So hey, man, you know, this is something. Hey, I hope I didn't lose you because Unlimited is having some trouble here. But here we could keep on going. You know, Gogo Poe, he's relentless today, and I'm glad he is. Listening in to Ryan McCaffrey might make you stupider. I commend you. I can't stand the guy. Correct, man. I can't stand listening to Ryan McCaffrey. And he wrote a apologetic piece today for Jim Ryan. You know, it'll never stop.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dustin is going to do like a video, probably trying to say the same thing. Oh, Jim Ryan's been there for a long time. It's time to step down. It's not because of this, or not because they're all gonna do it, dude. They're not gonna say this is just the consequences of his arrogance, him getting caught trying to sabotage Microsoft's deal by going over there having private meetings and him
Hmm.
talking shit behind their back, him saying that Bungie's better acquisition than fucking the Zenimax and all. Look, this is a culmination of everything, and I guarantee you, another part it has to do with that has to happen next week because that's just too
Hmm.
coincidental. After that happened, he makes the announcement today, and tomorrow is the deadline that they asked him to pay. Bro,
Yeah,
that's just too coincidental. Whatever it is, we will find out long term. Trust me, we're gonna find
yeah,
out at some point.
yeah. Hmm. Well, hey man, we could wrap it up, and it's gonna next time we reconvene, dude. Hey, here's what I want you to do though. Watch how people watch how people soften the blow that Jim Ryan is leaving. But if it were Microsoft personnel, the house is burning down. They're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
get rid of the Xbox division and all of this calamity. Yet Microsoft have all of these assets here, and Sony doesn't have any.
yep,
Sony's assets are collaborations. They don't own anything, nothing.
absolutely,
So
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah, man.
This will unfold. This will unfold. Trust me.
Hmm.
I'm telling you, this is the calm before the storm.
Yeah, and like Red Dead Panda said over here at 842, the attachment rate for first party titles has become less and less. Diminishing returns for consoles need to broaden their horizons. And they do. When you run out of things like that, when you can't replenish your studios or you can't have steady income coming in at a software like rate. And somebody said earlier, Microsoft is built off of software because software is. It's ongoing. Hardware is you get one return on hardware, and it's minuscule. The profit margin isn't high enough to maintain anything. And you usually lose money off of hardware unless you're Nintendo, because they're not trying to move the needle. They're not trying to go up to RDNA 2 or ray tracing or things like that. They're not trying to go that high.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And the last thing I say, man, before we get out of here, man, is Issa just brought up Jim Ryan. I don't want the new Call of Duty deal. I just want your deal. I want to block your deal. You know, you lost,
His
Jim.
words. His words. Yep. Yep.
Those are your words, Jimmy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like Red Dead
Like I
Panda
said, it's gonna
said,
be interesting to see who takes over.
yeah, and she just brought that up. She was like, "There's no one ready to replace him," and it probably is. But he's the face of what's going on, and if they're planning on retiring, you would think, is it unlimited back? Oh yeah, there he goes. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, technical issues kicking my ass, man. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Man, you have your lady love over.
Yeah, I was just finishing up on Red Dead Panda. She was saying something about what Hebot said earlier. About replacing. Yeah, they don't have anybody to replace Jim Ryan. And I was about. Go ahead.
Well, they're replacing him. They are replacing him with somebody. I don't know if he's going to be temporary or that Hiroki guy's full time, but they got somebody that's going to step in. And that guy, as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, is mobile. He prefers mobile, right?
Yeah.
So that if it's Neil Druckmann, it's over.
What was that?
If it's Neil Druckmann, it's over.
It's already been over.
What do you mean? But he's not going to take over as CEO.
No. I'm saying sarcastically, like if it's him, forget about it. It's going to be worse than what we thought, because Neil Druckmann he don't even know how to run his company anymore. His development studio.
Yeah. Remember, Neil Druckmann also don't believe in fun. So if you thought the PlayStation games were boring before, oh god, if he took over, listen, if he took over, depression medication would increase 100-fold in this country, because that's all they make are them depressing, boring games. God of War. Let's start God of War with killing off the dog, or God of War Ragnarok. I think started that way, right?
Werewolves that had a part in the story that you never even knew what the hell they came from.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a dead brand from a dead company that's holding on to his last limbs, which is going to go under because, like Jim Ryan said, they can't survive without Call of Duty, right? And all we're doing is seeing more of the demise, right? And Rambo said Pee Wee Herman can run Sony.
It is crazy though, man. But you know what? It's nothing to run. It's they have nothing going on right now.
Yeah, I mean they don't got games that they get. Listen, they gotta pretend that the sell. They still pretend this console sales matter. What does Sony do that's just so far ahead of the game of even Nintendo at this point? Because Nintendo got that Apple level brand loyalty, right? So Sony don't even have that, and we know this because look at their console, their exclusive sales. The Horizon Forbidden Entertainment was not profitable. All right. I don't even know what they have one game this year in Spider-Man, and whatever money they get from that, they got to share with Disney because they don't own the Spider-Man IP.
Nope. And Unlimited, they said they were going to make a Horizon Forbidden Entertainment multiplayer game. Aloy is not a likable character, even by the people that like the game. They say her character is too bland. So where you going with it? What are the characters in the game? It's not like you can pull this elite enemy out of there and it's like, hey, we're gonna go to war with this. I just don't get it, dude.
We've if you have not been paying attention, maybe this is a shock to you, but the reality is this moment has been coming right? It's been coming. They're
Long
behind.
time
They're
coming.
behind on subscriptions, which is where the market's going. They're behind on games. They're behind on they're behind on live service. They're behind on. They're going to be behind on mobile. They're behind on so much, right? That is they're not going to catch up. There's a reason. There's a reason. As we saw during the Brazil case, 60 to 70% of the gaming subscription market belongs to Xbox and Microsoft. You don't come back from that. All right, you just don't. And so at most they're trying to plug a hole in a sinking ship. But the problem is that they're on the Titanic that just hit an iceberg, and there's no manpower large enough to stop that hole. So all that's happens that they're sinking, they're sinking, they're
The
sinking.
water is cold.
Yeah, the water's cold. There's bodies everywhere,
Two
and
life rafts left.
yeah, two life rafts, and if they didn't have, and here's the thing, if they didn't have a former executive that was hunting for children, they could have put women and children first, but that don't even work.
Yeah, with a PS5 shirt on in the dark, caught on
Yeah,
camera. Maybe that's
yeah,
part of the leaked documents that they gonna have because they got hacked. And these
Xbox.
jokers, they raised prices on that too,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, exactly. They're the first to raise prices on both on pretty much their hardware and software. The signs has been there. It's
Hmm.
just that in the day to day, we're just waiting for the inevitable end. Listen, they got. Let's not forget the PlayStation 4 was going to be their last console. Because the PlayStation 3, the sale process on that shit was such a money pit that almost drove them out of business. So let's not
Hey,
forget this
Unlimited,
here.
you brought up a good one. Remember when that Sony president back then said, "Who says there's going to be a PS5?"
Right.
Yeah, I ain't forget that dude saying that. You had Andrew House saying, "We're going to be have sparse amount of games for this year." Dude, I mean, all of these things come
And they
up,
got
man.
praise for that, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's smart for Sony. It's smart that Sony is not going to be at E3. Michael Packer said
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
catastrophe.
Every time,
Yeah,
every
making
time they
wild
do so. No,
excuses.
that's smart. Oh yeah, that's smart.
Hmm. Yeah, it's smart. It's smart. Sony only have is not going to E3. Look at all of the money they saved. We don't need E3. And what happened? Gamescom was the happiest show and the biggest show of the year
Oh
because
yeah.
IGN couldn't poison that.
Ooh, it
Yeah.
was over. What was it? Over 100,000 people
Oh
attended.
Yeah.
no, it was more than that. It was like
It was
400,000
three
people
hundred
at this thing.
thousand, something like that. It was big. It was big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
It
point the
was
point
big.
is, if you weren't paying attention, this is just another nail in the coffin. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
I've been telling you guys this all year when Sony fans kept pretending Spider-Man could compare to Starfield. They don't have there's no single game Sony could ever release that could stop Microsoft. All right,
Hey,
hell, the U.S. government is trying to stop Microsoft in their
right.
failure.
Hey, dude, listen. Issa came in here with his bullshit. What we said, let your hair down and let it go. It's over here, 8:51 p.m. Hopefully, Sony comes to their senses and brings back the dude that yelled "Ridge Racer."
Oh my God! Can you
You remember
stop?
that E3 boy? Unlimited was maybe 5 or 6 years old, but that
Yeah,
was the funniest
No,
E3
Ridge
he was older
Racer.
than that. He was older.
I think that was the same E3 with the crabs and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
giant
yeah.
enemy
Yeah,
crab.
giant enemy crabs. Yeah.
That's the one where they came out and said we're going to do 120 frames per second on console.
Oh, that lie. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Keybot, because who got a bigger history of lying than Sony executives? My goodness,
Oh,
No one.
Jesus Christ! No.
they just lie out their freaking teeth.
Yeah, and
Right?
don't bring back your boy Phil Harrison.
Yeah.
Over
Oh
here, he
no.
Oh
lying.
yeah, Phil
Oh no.
Harrison will
Well,
do it.
Sony would really be dead because Phil Harrison's the angel of death in the gaming world. Wherever he
Word
Let
goes,
me
up.
tell
death
you
just
something.
follows.
Let me tell you, brother Simon, the only person that saves
Damn. I think Mark Cerny got
that's
Heba.
out of the question.
Hold on,
You
Heba, start over. We didn't hear what you said.
yeah.
What I was saying that the only person that would realistically probably be able to save Sony in the position they're in is Peter Moore, and Peter Moore can't stand.
Ooh, he don't like
But
Sony.
Peter Moore, yeah, he
No, he
still
don't.
hates Sony's guts.
He
Mhm,
can't
he
stand.
does. He does. And I thought
He
you were
did an
gonna
interview.
say
He did an interview in 2023, and you could tell he hated them even
He
then.
did an
yes,
interview. He did an
yes,
interview like a month ago, and I mean, I gotta send
Hmm.
it to you. And he
yeah.
talked about it again. How
Uh-huh.
fucking their ways of doing business and in the industry messed up so many things, and
Hmm.
how
Yes,
disrespectful they are to like the
yes,
developer industry itself. Like just a
yeah.
month ago he was talking about it.
Yeah, I
Hell,
thought you were
to me,
gonna say Jack Trent.
Jack Stratton does not want to get a beat now. Once again, the way he did on the PS3. With all
Uh-huh.
the shit
And,
that happened on the PS3, he ain't doing. That's why he left when PS4 started. He's
well,
like, I'm out.
he left because he was the one that took that camera out of the box. And
Hmm.
initially, the Xbox outsold everyone with that $500 price tag with that Connect in that box. And then Sony called them and blew them away later. But they said we could have sold that cheap ass PS Move for $500. You took that bitch out of the box for mind share. And you cost us a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
money. And that's what
bro.
he
And
got fired for.
other
Peter
thing,
Moore,
he left.
2024.
He
Got
left. Let's remember, he was in charge when all that shit happened with the PS3 when they had,
Yeah.
they cost them over $2 billion.
Cell processor. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
everything. Everything.
that was
The
some
one.
other.
Remember the cell processor had real human skin.
They were wilding
I
out,
remember
man.
when they said that shit. It's made out of real human skin. I was like,
And people were eating that up. But you know what?
my favorite though Hubot was people would gladly work a second job to get a
Yes, you'll get a
PS3.
second job for this
oh god, that
$600.
arrogance. Can you imagine being that fucking fully years old that you have the goal to tell people that, hey, listen, just get a second job if you want a PS3, baby? Like what the
Right. And then here's IGN. They couldn't fit an Xbox in a backpack. You couldn't fit that first PS3 in nothing. That thing was huge. But
Hell,
hear that
yo,
talk then.
when I got my PS5, I had to hire Mexicans to help me get in
Limited racist. Hey, and you had to open up your roof to lower that big bitch in your house.
Yeah,
Thing
man.
is huge, man.
Like they saw that thing protruding out my car at Home Depot. They're like they're like, hey, go ahead, get in the truck. Help me move this in, man. That thing is huge.
It was a massive device, dude.
Look, I'm curious what's gonna happen and what's gonna be the outcome out of him stepping down and everything going on, because it's gonna be real interesting. Really, really interesting.
Well, remember he's still leaving a legacy behind in the sense that there's still 60% of their games are still going to be live service that PlayStation fans won't play. By the way, they're not going to play games like Helldivers. So don't worry. That shit's a flop
Hey,
waiting to
listen,
happen.
Unlimited told a second lie. Here he goes. Hey, Unlimited, they're not playing that game Destin Ligarius hyping. What's that one? Baldur's Gate 3. They're not playing that. They should be playing that, but they bothering us.
The highest rated game on PlayStation. What was it they said? The highest rated game on
97.
PlayStation 5 ever. A game that's come to
but that's
Xbox
not
is
a
somehow the
PlayStation
highest
game.
PlayStation game.
That's
What
not
do
a
you mean it's
PlayStation
not a?
game.
How do you figure it's not a PlayStation
They
game?
don't own
It's come to
it. They didn't
Xbox.
pay for the fund. They didn't fund it.
So what? It's
No.
mind share, he bought. It's
Did
all
they
about
fund
mind
it,
share.
brother Zing? No.
It don't matter. It don't.
Do they own the IP, brother Zing? No.
He-Bot, they claim
Do
it.
they own
claim
Laring
it.
Studios, brother Zing? No.
They claim
Whoever
it
wrote
though.
that article is a fucking dickhead.
Sony themselves don't even claim it. It's their fanboys who thought it was going to be. They thought it was going to be ammo against Starfield.
It's
And
my
that is
fanboys though. But it's my fanboys, Destin Ligarian, Ryan McCaffrey. How could Microsoft lose out on Baldur's Gate 3? This is a shame.
Listen,
Adidas.
IGN better start changing their ways real quick because they're gonna go right down with that shit.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Adidas 20 said after failing to block Activision deals, Sony decided to take Jim Ryan's horseshoes. There you go.
Right. Hey, shout out to Distinctive One. That's D1 from Ray Ray show. That dude is fired too,
Yeah,
man. There's some
yeah.
good people over there.
Yo, yo,
But
thank you for the $5 there, Adidas. Yeah, but you're not
Yes, sir.
wrong. And here's
That's
the
nice.
thing. And here's the thing. You know, I think it's just gonna be the status quo is gonna be the same. The next season's gonna come over. They're not gonna. He's not gonna make the money that they expect or that they
Mhm,
want. They're gonna tell shareholders bullshit for a few years. Then it's
mhm.
gonna rotate to another one as rumors come that PS6 will be the last PlayStation console. And we're just gonna be waiting for the day. You know what I'm saying? That's all I think is gonna happen, Hebot.
Hey, Hebot,
It's
Yeah.
just a patient. We're just what it's just the equivalent of watching somebody slowly die. You
do
know,
you Hebot, do you think you could stop Unlimited from lying? He just said it's gonna be a
It's his
PlayStation
show.
6.
I ain't getting
no. I
involved.
said
Listen,
that the rumors would say
man say what he
PlayStation
got to
6
say.
is their last
Oh, okay.
console.
Okay,
That's
I stand corrected.
yeah.
I
No, it'll
stand
just be
corrected.
rumors. It'll be rumors.
Okay. All right. 'Cause I don't see how it's gonna be a PlayStation 6. I just don't.
I am sorry. I'm
I
just
look,
suggesting.
Sony, as you see
I'm
on
just
screen,
suggesting.
Sony admitted PS5 could be their last console, and this article was from September 23rd, just 4 days ago.
Whoa, I didn't see that. Where did Unlimited get this shit from? He always pulling some shit out.
The unlimited truth, baby. That's what you
Wait,
get, man.
wait,
That's what you
wait.
get.
That article you just pulled up right there is from 4 days ago.
September 23rd, Sony admits the
No, that's
PlayStation 5 could be its
2020.
last. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
my bad.
that's when he what he bought and I were talking about
Right,
when they said when what was that Mr. Toyota? He said, "Who says there's going to be a PlayStation 5?" It was around that time, and then they coming out with the PlayStation 5,
Yeah.
and this could be all that, but this is not the this is the yeah that's the second time they said something like that. I'm glad you pulled that out.
Oh yeah. Listen, the
I've
internet.
been wrong, but the
You
facts are
can't
still
hide
there.
nothing in the internet, baby. You can pull up that 120 frames on PS3 in the internet,
Oh
brother.
yeah.
Dude, I love
Listen,
it when Unlimited pull
honestly,
this shit up.
they. I think they made their own bed, right? Now they're gonna have to figure out a way how to lay on it. It's that simple.
Sorry to cut you off, Hebot, but listen, last generation they got the praise for releasing about two or three big AAA games a year. Well, in the
Mhm.
second half of the generation, at least, the first
Hmm.
half was dead, dry, boring, and a terrible console. But right after, but from 2017 to
For
2020, they
that's
released
what
one or
Andrew
two.
House left,
They
remember?
released one or two AAA games a year. Got praised endlessly, even though those games didn't really make super amount of money left. Right, but let's say it made enough. It made enough, right? And then
Hmm.
what happened at the beginning of the generation? Oh, that's right. One of the few truths Jim Ryan ever told was that they're going to release less budget AAA games, and
Yes.
y'all didn't listen to him.
Nope.
Instead, y'all still try to band around saying Xbox has no games, while Xbox was building up their arsenal with both big and small companies, double fines, the Exiles, the Obsidians, and the big boys like your Bethesdas. Sony was there. They've been telling you in your face the whole time, and y'all refuse to believe them, right? But for some reason, we're the liars. They
Hmm.
literally said that they're going to release less, and less.
Hmm.
Then they're pivoting strategy to more games as a service, something that y'all claim to hate. Even though Halo's always one of the most played and most purchased games on Xbox, even though the biggest games on your console are live service games like Minecraft, Call of
Hmm.
Duty.
My
What else?
Fortnite.
Fortnite, right? By the way, two or three are the biggest games you play on your PlayStation or owned by Xbox. So thank you
Uh-oh.
for funding Xbox. By the way,
Shit,
you know,
we play their MLB for free.
Oh man, hey, let's get at Gogo Pole because he's over here making up stuff. Here,
Oh
Gogo
shit.
Pole at 9 p.m. He said, "I'm still playing Starfield. I can't
Go
stop.
go pro
I don't.
stop the line.
Hey,
Stop
listen,
it.
he has more. He says, I don't think even Fallout or Skyrim was this addictive. Hey,
Mhm.
well, Metacritic says that
It's the
Starfield
lowest.
is Say it,
It's
Unlimited.
nothing like
Bethesda
it's
games or
nothing like
something like that.
Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. That's
Hey,
what this.
but he by it's lower. It's going to be lower in Metacritic. So I don't
Well,
know what
see,
Gogo Pole over
yeah,
here making up.
apparently that's a failure,
Making up
right?
shit. See,
Not
that's
making $1 billion, not having over 10 million players since launch. No,
Hmm.
it didn't get reviews. Oh my god, but the reviews, like how much of a fucking loser do you got to see? Like, can you imagine running a company, making money? Having breaking records, having the biggest launch in your company's history, and your boss come, yeah, but the games failed because because it didn't get Metacritic scores. Everybody look at you like, okay, get this motherfucker out of here. All right,
Hmm.
we got to fire this dude fast because who gives a fuck? Just why would if I ran a company and I was making crazy money? Why the hell would I care that Kotaku didn't like my game? Matter of fact, that'll be the last fucking
Right,
thing on my mind.
right.
And shout out to Phil Spencer because he said in an email calling out GameSpot and all them
Oh,
bias. So even they know that the gaming media is biased.
right. And then like Deploy and Gogo Pole and everybody is talking, dude. We talked on a show the other day and talking about Starfield. We all doing something different, totally different in the damn game. And like Deploy
No, no,
said,
hold on.
he
Sorry to cut you off, but I need to address this.
uh-oh.
Xbox All In. No, we're not doing the Sony's being purchased by Apple bullshit. Cut that out. Cut that out right now. We ain't playing that dumb game. That ain't happening. I know. I know. I get it. Apple said they want to dabble in gaming. Screw that. Apple ain't buying shit from Sony. So let Sony rock. Matter of fact, Xbox All. Disappointed in you. Just let the fucking company die. Why are we talking about which company's going to save Sony now? We ain't PlayStation fans who are literally begging Elon Musk, Elon, buy PlayStation when the Activision deal happened. No, let them go. Let them rest in peace like a tombstone from the Undertaker, man.
Wow.
Just move on. Let's not start the man. I can't wait to see who buy Sony. Nah, fuck that. Let them go. Let them go the way
And
that
here's the
plenty of
thing.
people went.
Let me help. Let me help you guys. Sony don't have any assets.
Mm.
Think about their assets. Naughty Dog. What are they doing? Gran Turismo is a shell of itself. I guess they have Bungie. That's their only asset, and who knows how that contract is written up. But let's help out. But I'm going back to Wilkins. Wilkins jumped in with Gogo Pole and Deploy talking about Starfield, like we talked the other day. Dude, we all doing something totally different. And Deploy jumped in here talking about he's on his third power ability. I don't know what the hell that is. And I have over 50 hours, never completed a mission, and a level 7 and having a great time with this damn game.
Yeah,
You
man, the
know?
game is absolutely excellent, and that's the thing about the Xbox community. I call the type of Xbox guys I call out are, as you guys wonderfully colloquially put it, the pony bots, right? The ones who want Xbox to be PlayStation, they want the review scores, they want the awards and stuff. And I've been telling y'all for years that ain't gonna happen. If you're an Xbox fan, just enjoy Xbox based off this merits alone because we have it good. We got Game Pass, we got the best games, and listen. Xbox isn't perfect. Me and Hebot would love to own Hi-Fi Rush in our collection physically, and we're gonna
Hmm.
and the two of us are gonna die on that hill. But other than that, what can you really say that Xbox does wrong? They got the
Hmm.
game. They got the biggest variety of games. They've got the best games. They got the most creative games. And if you can't afford it, just pay $15 a month, and boom, you could play
Hmm.
them all on your Xbox. And what does Sony offer you? What does Sony offer you? This another Gran Turismo, another
A,
Horizon,
a
another God
Spider-Man
of
with a
War.
lot of
The
suits.
third Spider-Man in 5 years. I mean, seriously, they pretend Halo, Gears, and Forza is all Xbox. God, this year literally to proves it, right?
Hmm.
But all they got is Spider-Man, God of War, and Horizon, and now they're going to try to throw out a bunch of games that's going to fail because their audience has been trained to hate anything where you got to play with another person.
Hmm.
So
And
sink or
here's
ship.
Go. And here's Gogo Pole. He says, "Can't wait for the DLC." Talking about Starfield,
Mhm.
dude. It's that game. It's too much game in it. And Gogo Pole is probably way ahead of me.
I saw somebody
Obviously,
make. I saw somebody make. I think it was a hamburger out of the
yeah.
shit.
They doing a whole lot of crazy things. How about this, Hebot? They said Planet Reach is in Starfield.
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that. I would like to
That's
see that.
crazy, dude.
Wait, wait,
That was
wait. Is this your first Halo mention?
I don't know, man. I think I snuck a Halo in way back unlimited. I don't know.
You probably snuck one off when I was having techno issues, man, for them 20 minutes.
Probably.
Because that's the first I heard tonight. Yo, hey, undefeated record. You put the 72 Dolphins to shame, man, because you
No
mentioned
kidding,
Halo.
right?
You mentioned Halo everything. But anyway, back to the point. Did you notice GTA Plus is on Xbox next to the Ubisoft tab? No, I haven't. I'll definitely check that out too, man. But yeah, listen. And by the way, chat, you guys have been spectacular
Yeah,
today.
man. They've been tripping.
Yeah, you guys been spectacular. I mean, Red Dead was even here at one point, and she lives in freaking New Zealand. They're like 20 hours ahead of us, so
No
that puts
kidding.
into perspective, how far reaching we are at the moment, man. But listen, Sony deserves this, because
Yes.
this is a terribly run company full of people that lies to your face, and they constantly try to put the competition out of business. And then now that it's backfiring, you want me to sit here and feel sorry for them? No. When I'm not gonna lie, part of me was a little disappointed when I saw the Xbox fans on Twitter giving Jim Ryan props under the tweet PlayStation put out. Oh, he did a good job for Sony and all this other shit. I'm like, did you guys did you guys pay attention to everything that went down this
My
year?
brothers, excuse
Yes.
me. I have to step away from you guys. I got to get my sons at work.
Okay.
But
Hey,
I'll
man,
try
I'm
to
glad
come
to
back
hear
if
you,
you
though.
guys are done. Oh, yeah, always for sure.
Yeah,
It's always great to talk to you guys. You know
Yep.
how it
yeah.
is.
Well, thanks for holding it
Thank you
down,
for
man.
inviting me. I'll talk to you guys in maybe in a little while if I can get back on. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, PC
yeah.
bot.
Okay,
I,
Hey,
Papa.
I hope so.
let's start off with Deploy saying something. This is
Mm,
what I like to hear, and this is why, even though I don't like Grand Theft Auto, but it
mm,
was my game of the generation at that time, Grand Theft Auto 5, because
right.
you always heard something different. Now this is magnified tenfold, and here Deploy is at 909. And this is the ability he was talking about.
Mm,
Anti-gravity ability creates a localized area of zero gravity, causing enemies to float in the air while making them vulnerable to attacks.
yep.
Hey man, I don't have no ability. I'm just kicking it, playing the game. I don't know. I don't have none of this shit. But
Oh yeah, I do have
it's
some
it's too
abilities. It's
much to the
amazing.
game. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, man. It's just that it lets you be so creative with what you want to do that I mean, there's a reason I can't put it down either. And
Hmm.
if I wasn't such a busy man, I'd play it every single day if I could.
Yeah,
Let's see.
man.
They attacked Bonnie Ross for a similar exclusive. Oh, good point about them attacking Bonnie Ross. She had family issues that she said she stepped down for, and they all called her a liar and this, and that. I'm like, all right.
Hey, Wilkins, and let's elaborate on Bonnie Ross since you want me to talk about Halo, and rightfully so. Here, Bonnie Ross is this dude that took over a franchise, and she was the only employee. Grew that
Hmm.
bitch to over 1,200 employees, made three more games and a movie, and what did it make? Wound up growing it to, instead of it being 5.5 billion, grew it to 6 billion, and the franchise has made over $10 billion. But people tripping. Jim Ryan can't say numbers like that. When Jim Ryan leaves, the place is in turmoil. When
Yeah.
she left, they still bolstering. These people still kicking it. So yeah, they can get out of here talking about Bonnie Ross. I'm gonna
Yeah.
defend her forever.
Right. Yeah. Same here, man. Back to the chat. Back to the chat. He said, "I've been waiting for Sony to die ever since Sega went third party, and Sony will." Yep. Yep.
Agreed.
We're gonna read them in the history books along the dodo bird and the dinosaurs.
Hmm.
So, when that day happens, matter of fact, I know you're in Hawaii, but I'm gonna get your ass on this show when that happens, Xbox Online, because you deserve to party with us when that happens.
Hmm.
You know, after what Sony did to Sega and try to do to Xbox, screw them. Yep.
Hmm.
And that's the general consensus for a lot of us here. Um, Doc, hey Doc Dark, man, it's been a while since I seen you here, Doc. He
Yeah,
said, "Yo,
Doctor.
somebody left a comment saying Phil Cop a body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
look, man, he take. I mean, since Phil been head of Xbox in what 2014, I believe. Let's just say it's not been pretty for the Sony camp.
mhm. and,
I'll
sh-
say that.
and shout out to Shane G for pulling up. He's another rebel. And he was like, Phil got him, laugh out loud. And he did get him. And
Mhm.
like we talked about maybe about a half hour ago, when Phil wanted him to sign the papers, well, Brad Smith wanted him to sign the papers. And he was like, no, I'm not signing nothing. And then he's like, all right, I'll sign. Oh, what about all of those Activision games? Phil was like, no, you get one game. How about that?
Yeah.
Boom. Phil
And,
got him.
yep, and they did it to themselves
Hmm.
because they try to stop something that was going to be inevitable, and they try to fight a losing battle. Oh, thank you for another five there, Adidas. He said ponies say Jim Ryan is old and retiring. Truth is, Uncle Phil is older than Jim Ryan. Wow, really?
Yep, he
Well,
is. Phil is 55.
yeah, Phil takes care of himself then, because I would have
Yeah,
never
he
guessed
does.
that either.
Same.
I definitely would have never guessed that, Adidas. Whoa.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, what was I saying before that comment, man?
Oh man.
Yeah,
What
box.
was
Yeah,
that?
box. Yeah, I know we all live today, but look, man, it's a day that the community is celebrating. So
Yeah.
of course we all going to be live and talking about it because bye bye Jim. Jim's another
Hmm.
victim of this man, and so and but I think this is I want and by the way I did something today Zinc because
Hmm.
I knew it wasn't going to happen but I was hoping it does low key. I unblocked all the PlayStation fanboys over the time that I every single one I unblocked them because I want them to come in the chat. Oh, I badly want them to come to chat. I want that guy who tells me PlayStation 5 52 million, Xbox 17. I want all them liars to come in.
Somebody said that on another show as I was trying to get home after I told you what happened. I was trying to get home and it was people saying, "Oh, I'm unblocking all of these ponies." I was tripping, dude.
Yeah,
I
I've blocked every single one because I want. Oh, I want them here badly. Oh, I
Mhm.
want the first one that I was gonna get here. Ooh, boy, I was gonna rip them. Oh, it was gonna be it was gonna be a massacre. But they hiding, and they did. Matter of fact, they did that last month when I forgot what else happened last month because so much happens in this community. But something happened with Xbox, and I thought the same thing, but they didn't come. They man, I thought you guys were ride or die with Sony. What
This
happened,
is
man?
just a great week. It's just been a great
Yeah,
year.
it really has. It really has, man. Chaotic. Hey, chaotic. Thank you for joining us, man. Also, that's a cool avatar. Doctor. What was his name from that movie? That Disney movie with the black. Princess and the Frog, right? Doctor Philosopher or something like that. With the Xbox hat, that's real cool. I like that. He said, "Dim, Jim Ryan was just about to announce a new breakfast cereal called Pony Hose." Oh well.
Mm, what a day, man. Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm going to 100 of them was bullshitting last night. Dude, they were clowning. I had to get up so early,
Mhm.
but they were so funny. But dude, this is one time I'm going to go to sleep listening to every show I could possibly
Yeah,
listen
yeah,
to.
yeah. I'm catching up on everything when we're
I'm
done
gonna
here
pull a
too.
college all nighter tonight. Hey, you know how sometimes you have to sleep for 15 to 20 minutes
Mhm.
and just go into the cafeteria, hope you could wake up and just
Right.
go to class.
Yeah, yeah. No, for me, it was sleeping in my car and hoping I don't miss
Yeah.
class. That's the shit I was doing. Radiance 96 says Sony's massive debt makes it very unappealing for Apple or Amazon to buy. Ain't no saving
Correct.
them. Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
I mean, just
100% correct.
listen.
And they have no
Eventually, I'm gonna
assets.
make a timeline of everything that's leading to the
Yes.
end of Sony. Just so and just have just massive list of receipts over the
Yes.
years, man. Like I was going to do a top 10 biggest Jim Lion lies before the show, but I didn't have the time.
Hmm.
But still, because just and see, they just talk so much shit, and they just sit here and they're in their make believe in La La Land, right? That to me, it's just hilarious just to see moments like this and to see
Hmm.
them quiet and to see them not make their emergency podcast. See, they could yell, rant, and curse out Phil Spencer, but now that it's tapped into their own camp, now that their personal info on Sony on PlayStation might be hacked, silence. Now that Jim Ryan's gone, silence. Now that some guy who prefers mobile over console is going to take over in April next year, silence. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. And tell us why Xbox is a monopoly, right?
Right.
And ignore the train wreck right in front of yourself as you played the third Spider-Man in 5 years. You're not getting Wolverine for another 2-3 years, and you got nothing coming out soon, but a bunch of live service games you won't play. Yeah, okay.
Just
Sony.
like Dion Hayes up in here saying.
Yep. Oh yeah, he said, and the wrap up is going to be after Activision Blizzard deal finish. All the way through in October, we're going to see the same thing with the ponies nervous, upset, mad, and angry, and making excuses.
A ton of excuses. And meanwhile, like Remake Station 5, that's a great name. Over he said, next week, early access Forza. You damn right. I got the $99 edition for myself and my kids, and I'll definitely be driving.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right. Ponies be quiet.
Forza.
Yes, it's if you have that night, if you have with the $99 version, it's live at on the 4th at 11 p.m. and it might be with the $35 version too. I don't know, but I didn't click on that. Yeah,
that's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah. Cyberpunk had content released today that looks excellent as well.
I got to get that for my son. I hope because he actually beat it when it came out on the Xbox One S.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and he beat it twice. And I said, didn't it have problems? He said, Dad, the game crashed on me 3 times, when I beat the game. He's like, why his duration though? Yeah.
Yeah, I love that game. So I can't wait to jump back into that sometime. But
yeah, everybody said it's good. I can't wait to hear more about it.
Yeah. I see Tuckmaster took the day off work to talk about this. What's up, Tuck?
Tuck is in
No,
here?
I'm off today. I'm off Thursday.
Oh shit.
Oh she. Hey, but before I get to you, Tuck, Adidas, man, he said DC guy, Dreamcast guy, reviewed a game called
Noxema.
Noxema, and it left tons of broken world in his face. Proactive. Oh, Noxema, the company. Oh,
yeah, and that face cream and the blue box.
Time to be proactive on PlayStation. Damn, that's a good one. All right, so Tuck, you saw the news today, right?
Yes, I did.
Jim Ryan is out. He's done. He's finished. He's kaput.
Hey, hold on, Unlimited. Let me do it. Hey, Tuck, what are you gonna say at the water? What are you gonna say at the water cooler tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't give a damn what he's saying.
No, I'm talking about what you gonna say. What are you gonna say at work tomorrow at the water cooler? When your ponies round up at the water?
Talk to me no more, man.
Oh, you gotta find them.
Shit, I can't find them at midnight. Shit, but see, Unlimited, you let me down, man. You let me down. I was trying to call you earlier today. You see that?
Oh, Tuck, man, I got something called a full-time job, man. You always call when I'm working. I don't
Hey, Tuck, man, forget Unlimited. He's over there raising prices on our gas over here in Chicago because we have this special blend, and he makes Ramo and I pay a hell of a lot of extra money while he buy controllers with the money that we pay because he's raising gas prices.
Hey, but
Go
you know
ahead.
what? But Adozing, and since you here, Adozing and Unlimited, you know what I want y'all both to do?
Uh-oh.
Go down to Washington. Please go down to Washington and handle Linda, whatever her damn name
Lena
is.
Khan.
Man, she need to get some or something. That need to take care of that woman. That woman is crazy. She lost her damn mind.
She is relentlessly after Microsoft. Didn't you know that, right? Unlimited. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
We'll pick that up on a next time.
She is not letting it go.
Give her something like that. Get her off our backs.
Yeah, she's like the FTC is being ridiculous, man. They trying to stop. It's like, give it up.
That's
you
crazy.
guys, they don't win anything. Like,
you know what it is, Unlimited. Tuck, don't let her derail our happiness today.
Oh no no no
Let's
no no
let's
no
let's
no no
get
no.
back to Jim Ryan because we'll tackle her in a few minutes. But
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
finish off
Jim Ryan,
Jim Ryan.
Jim Ryan
Yeah.
filling out the paperwork so he could get his unemployment checks.
That's right.
So
Yeah, he's
Let me
gone.
ask,
And
let me
here's
ask you.
Ramo. Go ahead, Tuck.
Do y'all think this thing is really affecting him with this leaks and all that stuff, and they getting
It's a
hacked and all
culmination
that
of
stuff?
things. 100%.
mhm.
It's just the icing on the cake. It's like
Yeah,
Flo, the lady from Progressive. It's like, hey, you don't get sprinkles. You're not a champion. You're not a winner. He got sprinkles. That was the sprinkles that hack. Yeah.
Boy, that's something else, boy.
Yeah, and like Ramo talks shit. We talk shit the whole day, dude. And here he is. Sony fans don't have to make excuses for Sony. So-called Xbox podcasters are doing the hard work for them. And dude, we talk about this all the time, dude. I mean, is flip money with his pony bot terminology is spot on. And those are the people I can't wait to listen to. And I like Unlimited always have charts and graphs of everything. Tuck,
mhm.
I'm writing some things down too. And Ramo is such an ass; he won't let me forget it anyway.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, Ramo, what other choice do they have? Because they can't talk about games because Sony has no games.
None.
They can't talk about power because the Xbox is better than the PlayStation 5. They what can they talk about? All they talk about is Xbox anyway. So it's just more the same anyway. Listen, if wake me up when Sony has anything to offer. That's all I'm saying. But Tuck, you there? I guess he stepped away for a second. Deploy said, "Y'all see Xbox games on MetaQuest 3?" No, I didn't, but that's pretty cool. And by the way, that's a smart way to do it if you're going to do VR because they're not paying for the research and development. They're not losing out on anything if they got to put out the hardware for it. So
Yeah,
yeah, just
hardware is
license your
expensive.
game. Yeah, just license your game to MetaQuest, whatever
I,
games they may be. But
I'm
no, I have
glad you
not
know
seen.
what the hell. I'm glad you know what Deploy was talking about because I'm like, what the hell is that?
Oh yeah, it's a VR. It's the VR.
I had no idea.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, VR. So as we see with the PlayStation VR, it's such a niche market that it's almost not worth talking about. He said, "I think his dog's later."
Talking about Tuck.
Yeah, I mean, them dogs were barking a minute ago, so
Yeah, they were riled up a
it's
little
not
bit.
a show if you don't get Tuck Master's dogs barking somewhere.
No. Man, what a day, Unlimited.
Yeah, man, it's just wonderful. Another somehow it's crazy, man. Xbox be getting wins, be getting W's without even doing it. Like you can't get any better than that, man.
Oh, I'm glad you said
Phil,
that
yeah,
because Ram, he's such an ass, and we do the same thing to each other, just talking shit. Hey, remember this that Ponybot say Unlimited? Hey,
mm,
I think Sony just stepped on a rake, because they always say Microsoft stepped on a rake, 2 rakes, 3 rakes. How many rakes has Sony stepped on this year? That's
yeah,
what, next time we meet Unlimited, you gonna have your list, I'm gonna have my list. We gonna meet somewhere in the middle because
yeah,
Sony stepped on rakes ever since the PSVR 2 because that was straight nothing.
yeah, yeah. Listen, man, we're talking about companies that are on two completely different trajectories. Even though they're both in the gaming market, one is killing it, the other is killing themselves. So,
Correct.
so I'm just enjoying this, man. I enjoy moments like this
Me
that we
too,
got
man.
today. With Jim Ryan stepping
I,
down.
Unlimited, I didn't plan on getting a Cabernet tonight. I
Yeah,
was dude, what this is what
if
we've been looking for. Now
yeah,
Ram could stop calling me at 4 in the morning, say, "Hey, is Sony out of business yet?" Hey, Ramo, almost.
yeah, it's days coming, man. It's closer and closer. But it's just it's so damn funny. Oh, it's so damn funny. Like when I saw this news, Zinc. And by the way, can I shout out to the chat because guys like Tool, I think it was Tool Man, were sending me this. They're the ones who
Uh oh.
informed me about this.
Let me look.
Let me get my facts straight here. So
Okay.
Terrence Smith, who's also Faded Blaze, and
Hmm.
Radiance 96, they're the two who sent it to me today. So they're
Hmm.
the ones who told me
Oh, I'm
about
pissed. I
this.
thought I broke the story when I text your ass.
Oh no, you were third.
I'm
You were
mad as
third.
hell. Hey, well, they ain't shit. I'm gonna write their name down. I'm gonna look for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, Radiance 96 and Faded Blaze. So when you see them, thank them for tonight's show.
I
Because I
can't
was
wait to go
because
ahead.
here's the thing. I was knocked out. I fell asleep after work, man. But I
Mhm.
woke up, saw my phone, and I'm like, hold on. Jim Ryan, what? And then I saw your text. I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? And I'm like, oh man, I gotta talk about it. Got to talk
Mhm.
about it, and
That's
I
great.
get it. Sometimes two podcasts in two consecutive days could be a bit much, but blame Sony. They're the ones who's getting hacked and firing CEOs. Like damn,
Hold on.
Sony, pick a day of the week to release bad news so we can just do this in one sitting. Like so I can inform people sooner so we can get the whole crew here. Because man, all this breaking news after breaking like what's gonna happen tomorrow? Tomorrow we're gonna find out that they shut down Naughty Dog or something. Like damn.
Hey, hold on, Unlimited. I gotta correct you because you're mired in fact. It's not Sony was hacked. Sony was hacked again.
Again, yeah. Like the title of the video was, they got hacked again.
Again. Dude, this is ridiculous.
Yo, Sony ain't going back to Japan. They got delisted and everything out there.
Oh my goodness.
Base teacher. So yeah. Sony, man, they don't know what they're doing. Their movies suck. Their hardware sucks. Like nobody buys their TVs. I wish Tuck was here because he says that all. He used to say that all the time. How nobody
Mhm.
buys their TVs.
Yeah,
Right?
Ram and my boy Zink Griffin, where I got my name from, he was
Oh,
like,
hold on,
Sony don't go ahead, get him.
hold on. The first lady of chat, Daya.
She
You
better
there?
not be in here. Oh, I'm gonna get my drink out. Hey, I'm putting myself on mute. Hey, after I say this, I'm putting myself on mute. I gotta hear the first lady. Hey, but Ramo and my boy Zink Griffin, where I got my name from, they was like, Zink, Sony don't even make the most important parts of their TVs. Samsung
Yeah,
and
that's right.
LG does.
That's right. That's right.
See, Sony just putting their name on somebody else's product and mixing up a few components. Is like, yeah, this is ours, and this is how great it is. First lady, take it away.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. But before I get to the first lady, let me get to Adidas. Adidas, thank you again for the $5. He
Adidas in
said,
the house.
Dreamcast guy, aka Bubbly Pancake Face, Marlon Gaiman, Baby Richard Pryor, and MBG with his horse teeth, mighty big bums at heart. I'm in Chicago too. Hey, that's what's up, Adidas. I'm sorry you got to watch Justin Fields play football, but other than that, Chicago's a wonderful city.
See, hold
I'm
on one
stopping at
second.
that fellas.
Hold on, hey, hold on. Let me clear this up. And I'm a Michigan fan, so I can't stand Ohio State, but Justin Fields can ball. I've been a Bears fan literally for 52 years. This is my 53rd year, and this is my last year. See, they've been pulling this stunt on us our whole lives. You see, we don't never had a great quarterback ever.
Mhm.
We've never
Yeah,
had one.
yeah.
It's the McCaskey organization, dude. I'm tired of it. I'm on a chat early in the morning. We had this thing in Chicago early in the morning. I'm on a chat,
Uh-huh.
but that's all I have to say about it. They ruining that kid, man.
Yeah,
He can
yeah.
play ball. It's the organization. It's the sorry ass coaches. It's these anyway. Back to Jim Ryan and his death.
Hey man, we got our own Ohio State QB, and he's been
He can
killing it
play
so
too.
far.
Because y'all have a coaching staff. How about that?
Yeah, but Daya, thank you for joining.
Yeah.
And I know this was last minute, Day.
Yeah, I didn't even
I
know.
apologize. Yeah, like two podcasts in 2 days. I know is a bit much, but blame Sony, Daya, because they're getting hacked over here. They're firing CEOs. Like, what do you want us to do? We can't sit on this news and not say nothing.
No,
Talk about it,
no.
So-
Anytime
so-
we have big news, we need to show up.
Exactly. So and this is the unlimited truth. And what's better than the Queen of Green, the First Lady of Chat, to spit some truth? So Daya, let me get your thoughts on CEO Jim Ryan stepping down in March. He'll officially be gone in March, and a guy named Hiroki Totoki is taking over. And the thing about Hiroki, Daya, he sees mobile gaming as more important than console gaming. So the future of
Okay.
Sony's looking very different.
Very different, yeah. Well, first I want to say hello, Radiance. I saw you say hi, and hello to everyone in the chat. I haven't been able to type to you guys yet. Hello to everybody on the panel, and man, I have not been able to keep up with this news. First, the hack that, and they're still dealing with that, and we do not know the fallout from that. Um,
Hmm.
this is beyond any protection that the media can do for Sony. This is the utter collapse of Sony that we're seeing right before our eyes. And people say, "Oh, it can't happen." Yes, yes, it can, and it will, and it
Hmm.
is.
It is
They're
happening.
not going to be the same company when they come out of this. Um, Another thing is, I don't know what this looks like, but I can tell you this: just like when Xbox had their issues with the Xbox One and they weren't able to really pull out. It took a long time for them to pull out because not only did they have to course correct, but they also had to get back on the same cadence that PlayStation was and then even surpass them, right? That took time. That's why, they had to fire the old CEO and then they had to bring in Phil. And, Phil had to do a lot to correct the damage, right? And what you're going to see here, Sony has to do the same thing. If anybody tells you after all of this that they're going to somehow just bounce back from this, they're not bouncing back from this. This is their Xbox One era. That's what we're watching right now. That's if they survive this. Because again, you have all these other external forces that's at play, like the hack and all that. That has nothing to do with Xbox. At this point, you only have the big two. You have Nintendo and you have Xbox. I can't imagine how they're going to be able to compete. The big two. I don't
She
know
said
what
the
they.
big two, bro.
It's wow for all of you people who've been wanting to see this. I know E-Rock was one of them, wasn't he? E-Rock
Oh
was
man,
one of the
hey,
people.
your number one fan. He used to.
Ramo.
This dude would call me 4:30 in the morning. And hey, is Sony still in business? I'm waiting on the imminent destruction of Sony. He's
I,
been saying that shit for years.
I would say this. I did not fully believe this when King said this. This happened faster than I expected, but he was absolutely right. I
I've been
don't think
telling you
they
that too.
he I think he's like a prophet, man. He
Hmm.
called it, and he did that back when you couldn't really see how Sony could completely just utterly collapse. It's like their foundation has been broken under them, and this
Hmm.
they don't come back from this because
Mm-mm.
people are just acting like, oh, now we're going to get a good CEO. He's going to course correct. What happened with Phil? It took Phil years to
But
do
see,
that.
dear, that's why I push back on you at because if you look at when the Xbox One, the groundswell of the media pushed the narrative because at the beginning of the Xbox One, we actually were the ones that had the games. They're the ones that had indie games. They were pushing Resogun. Remember that?
I
They were
I
pushing.
agree. I
Right, they were
agree.
pushing Resogun and garbage like Drive Club. Meanwhile, Forza Motorsport started the generation at 1080p 60 frames per second lock. And in the whole PS4 generation, Sony never ever hit 1080p 60 lock. We had games, and then Angry Joe, Ryan McCaffrey,
Hmm.
Greg Miller, they Microsoft, the reason they had the check-in thing is they were going to allow us to have one game, purchase one game, and share it with 9 friends. If Hebot were here, he can tell you that. That's what they were going to
Yeah.
do. But they got so much pushback that Angry Joe got into it with Major Nelson.
Mhm.
Major Nelson shut him down. They had to calm that down. But it was that groundswell. And then that 1080p came because everybody was on Sony, so they could make a 1080p game. We had a 900p game, but the uh the exclusives they could do everything. Halo
Yeah.
was 1080p, and then when the
60
X
frames per second as well.
Right.
correct, and then when the Xbox One X came out, it shut everything down. Then
Mhm.
Forza came at native 4K, 60 frames per second lock, and shut the world down. And you see Gran Turismo 7 that was made in 2022 still couldn't hit that. Now, these are all straight up 100% facts. And That's when Phil said, we'll never lose that power narrative again. And they
Yep.
made a point to say narrative because it was a narrative,
Right.
because
Right.
they were not using the power, just like they're not using the Xbox's power now. But it's a good thing happening that our boy Shis No Elite, because you know Shis No Elite ain't shit, just like us, except for you, Dia. But Shis No Elite said, "Hey, next week is Forza. Hey, Dia, this game is running ray tracing that all of those pony bots say a console cannot do. It's not
Mm-hmm.
powerful enough. Blah blah blah. Hey, Dia, next week it's on." And
Okay.
and we'll hear everybody stop talking. Oh no, it's your show, deal. We talked enough shit. I'm
Okay.
gonna drink my Cabernet and listen to you talk this smooth talk. Go ahead, do your thing.
Hey, there's
Okay.
one thing I got to say, and I'm going to shut my mouth after this.
Okay.
One thing I'm going to say is this. Now, how many times look what have happened to Sony in the past. The TVs are flop.
There we
They
go.
Sony brand is a flop. They PlayStation about to be a flop. They got a CEO. He's a flop. He's about to retire and leave everybody behind. They VR's a flop. They handhelds a flop. Everything that they got is a flop. So the biggest thing is
Wow,
that
tough one off.
the only thing they got going for themselves, and we all know this, the only thing they got going for themselves is the PlayStation. That's the only reason why that damn regular ass company is still alive. It's because of the PlayStation. It's not because of their damn TVs. Everybody been caught up with their damn TVs. They told them a long doggone time ago. I remember this. They told the Sony people a long doggone time ago, you too high up on your damn TVs. Samsung, LG, TCL, all of them is going to catch up with you, and they're going to pass your ass up. Hell, I don't even hear nothing about a Sony TV bought them in nobody's home now. Not like they used to. Sony used to run that crap, but they ain't running it no more because they lost a lot of stuff. They computer industry, they had to sell that off.
That was called a Sony Vio Tuck.
Yeah, they had to sell everything off. So, what do you expect? I mean, and don't get me wrong. And one thing I will say about what Jim Ryan did say, what did he say? Y'all do not buy y'all games. So why in the hell should we want to make any more damn exclusives?
Correct.
And that's what's going on with them right now. So these damn ponies, they deserve what they get. And like I said, I do not wish no harm on the casual fans.
Oh, see,
But I do feel that way.
Yeah,
Because
especially
so
with
mad.
that hack. I
I'm
agree
mad
with
at you too, dear. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
to bed
I've
mad
been
now.
a victim of that. So, and I was when I had
I
a
hate that you were a
PlayStation.
victim to that. I
Yeah,
heard about that earlier, but
yeah.
but the third time, no. But you know, go ahead, dear. We taking up your show. Go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead,
finish
Steve. Go
polish
ahead,
us off.
Dio.
Well, I'm looking at this post, and it seems like the threads are unraveling now. Okay, I think everybody sees where the gaming industry is going now. So now they're exposing what we have been saying all this time about the parody, about the dirty deals that Sony does
Talk
behind the
about it.
scenes, and now it's coming out. But you know what? For a lot of these people, it's already too late. We don't
Yeah.
want to hear it from them. They have lost our trust. People like Metacritic and all that who thought Sony was invincible. Think about this: how they treated Starfield, and what they're going to try to
Yes.
do. They're going to try to uh, uh,
Say
change
it.
their trajectory now because they know
They got
Sony
one more.
cannot
They
keep
gon'
up.
dear. They gonna kill Forza. Go ahead.
They are, and I heard rumbles about that they're going to try to take it out on Forza. Now
Hmm.
I know Unlimited said he doesn't think so. That it's going to be like a Hellblade 2 or some game that was previously on
That's
Sony. But
possible.
at this
Hmm.
point, why battle for Sony when Sony right now is nothing but a little puppy? You know,
Yeah.
it's a shadow of what it was. This is not the Sony when it was at even in its heyday, despite the dirty tricks and stuff they did. This is not that same Sony. So they have to make a decision. Do you continue on? Do you put all your money on Sony as your livelihood, or do you start to make that pivot? The smart ones like Destin has already done it. Some people are very good at foresight, just like King is. He knew it. Okay, it's certain people. Michael Pachter can see certain patterns. I ain't saying this guy's is good with everything, but he saw certain things
No,
that
Michael Pachter. When he's talking straight business,
Business, right? He
he's
was
on the
right
money.
about that.
I mean,
Yeah.
when he's on his game and it's straight business. I honest to goodness truth, I actually start writing down shit. It's like
He
furthering
was
your
right.
education.
Yeah.
He's spot on.
He
Go
was
ahead.
right. I heard what he said, and everything he said came true. I mean, people were saying, "Well, don't listen to him." What he said came true. He said it was going to pass, and he even said how it was going to pass, and it happened exactly how he said it was. I think it was some unpredictable elements there. FTC is still doing some stupid stuff. Nobody's predicting the idiocy that's coming out of that office right now, and I don't think she's going to have. We got an election coming up soon, all this other stuff. I think that if Lena Khan keeps pushing this stuff, and if she thinks that, let's just face it, let's be honest about it. If Sony has been lobbying people, you think Microsoft hasn't? If she's threatening their money, they're going to stop that one way or another. That's that much you can count on from any big business, any wealthy elite, that they will stop you at all costs if it costs them their money. And that's what she's doing. She's trading. She's insignificant. They will hang her. You know what? Biden administration put her up there, right? He will
Yep.
leave her out there as a sacrificial lamb if need be.
Mhm.
She is not that important.
And I'm gonna tell you something. They should, because I tell you what, man. I mean what I say when I said this to you guys a long time ago. Number one are my kids. That's number one. Number two is the way I make my money. Number three is gaming. And Lena Khan is invading my home space. When I come home and the smoke clears, I want a game. She's bothering that. So who's ever pledging their allegiance to Lena Khan, I would vote the other way. I don't give a
I
damn
agree.
what, dude.
I agree.
Because the world, the government is going to do what they want to do no matter what. Okay, but if you
But
bother
look at
me
how
when
many
I'm in my
people.
home, I vote for whoever's against her.
She's against Microsoft, but she's also against the union. She's against all these people's jobs.
She's
Who's going to stand
insane,
for that? Like, who's going to put their neck on the line for Lena Khan for that?
right?
Nobody, and not nobody with half a brain is going to do it.
Right. But Dia, go ahead and finish your soliloquy because
Yes,
this is
because
a joyous afternoon and Sony is dying fast, and we
Very
want to hear
fast.
your smooth tones. Let's get them.
Yes, they're dying very fast, and I say this: if people try to, I know that it's going to be ponies that try to string out some type of victory out of this. Even if they got the best CEO known to man to step in the place of Jim Ryan, look at what he has to do. This man already set their studios on a trajectory to make gas games. They have put all this time into gas games. They have canceled certain games for these gas games. That took time away from development. No matter how you see it, they're going to have to either commit to the gas games or they're going to have to stop and then pivot and do the single player, but they've lost all that time. Do you think Microsoft is going to wait for them?
Oh,
They're going to keep going. As soon as this deal closes, guess what? Even over Lena Khan, they're about to buy some more studios. That's what they're about to do.
Dia tripping. She
Yeah,
is
that was
spot on
good.
too, bro. That was elegant.
So
Yeah, that
how
was
do they
good.
come back
What
from
makes
that?
her
You can't save them,
Hey, y'all, and this what makes her so stupid is that she don't realize that half them people up there, those senators and all that stuff, they got stock in Microsoft.
That's true. That's
Bruh.
true. Yeah,
They
that's a
gonna
good
let their
point.
money go.
I'm
Tuck
telling you,
always
that's what
pulling
people's
up with
money.
something. Go on
That
ahead.
is a
Yeah,
good point.
especially
Because
hey
Warren
Dia.
Buffett had some
I was
stake
just
in
about to say
Activision,
that.
right?
Warren, he's the lead investor. I think he's over 17 or 21% or something like that. And you don't mess with Paul Munger and Warren Buffett's money. And furthermore, a lot of people, a lot of companies invest in Berkshire Hathaway. So Lena
Mhm.
Khan is so stupid. I have friends that are heavily, they could retire off of their Berkshire Hathaway money and just be freaking rich and live and be the 58th person behind E-Rock living on the Pitcairn Islands, okay, just off of their Berkshire Hathaway.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Red Eye Dragon. I see that you're here. PlayStation fan, dude. This is the wrong day to talk this nonsense. Unless you want to be debunked faster than unless you're ready to be debunked, man. Uh, You better shut your damn mouth.
Uh-oh.
The funny thing you talking about PlayStation gamers not buying game. There's a reason why Game Pass exists. Yeah. Wake me up. How did Final Fantasy 16 do? How did Forspoken do? Forspoken was so terrible. Y'all forgot it came out this year. I did it. That game was so
PSVR
bad.
2.
They shut down the developer in less than a month after it came out. So you do not want to play this fucking game with me, man. You do not want to, or with me in the chat. Xbox finally did something better after 20 years. No. No. Hold on, Tuck. Wait, Tuck. Let me indulge this guy just for a minute. Just give me 5 minutes with this idiot. Red Eye Dragon. Xbox finally did something competitive after 20 years. How did the 360 go for you guys? Oh, that's right. The PlayStation 4 was going to be your last console if you guys didn't get lucky with some of the worst backlash ever. Star flop. Hold on, 10 million players in less than a month is a flop. Making $1 billion it's expected to make $1 billion is a flop. You don't play the Metacritic score here, Red Eye, because we don't give a shit about that. You see, unlike you, I have something called an opinion, and I could play a game without having somebody tell me it's a game is good. Go fuck you. Matter of fact, Red Eye Dragoon, you fucking Yu-Gi-Oh player, because I think that's from that show Yu-Gi-Oh. Michael Pachter is famous for being wrong every time. No, he's had his bullshit moments, but he ain't wrong.
Correct.
Right? He said, "Y'all need me. Oh, we don't need you here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get your ass out of here when I'm done getting on you. If you think we need you." You think we really give a fuck about you? A reality check? No, the reality check is that another CEO is stepping down. That's the truth. A reality check is that the company you support got hacked. As a matter of fact, go check your account because somebody might be buying games off your account, man. Matter of fact, go check your bank account before I call Bank of America and steal your information too. How does that sound? Huh? Microsoft, Monopoly. A monopoly is 90% or more of the market. Microsoft doesn't have close to 90%. The closest to a monopoly we had in gaming was either Nintendo in the 80s or PlayStation when they had 90% of the console market in the 2000s. Though you do not know. You see, you come in here and you say, "Hey, I'm the one telling the truth," when all you do is lie.
He's straight up.
You don't know what a monopoly is. You don't know what competing in business is. You don't know what anything is. But hey, 10 million players. What does that mean? It means that it's a bigger success than the other fucking PlayStation games. It means that people, you do realize that there are a lot of people who pay for the game to play it early, who are going to buy the game, you know it's on Game Pass, who already bought the game like myself, who bought the consolation edition, controller, and other things that's attached to it. See, you don't know what you're talking about and here's the thing: why doesn't Sony make more profit than Xbox? Answer that then, Red Eye. Why not?
Hey, how about this one? Elaborate on this Unlimited.
And with that, I'm gonna leave you. Hold on,
you got one more
comment.
Yeah, I was about to read that for you, so you could comment on this live.
Final Fantasy 16 did so bad it actually paid off its development costs in full, getting not one but 2 expansions. Yeah. What did the CEO say?
Thank you.
The CEO, by the way, they replaced that CEO the way Jim Ryan's being replaced right now.
That's true.
And not only that, they literally came out. Hold on. Final Fantasy did so bad. They've been saying since last fucking year, Red Eye, that they need the global market. They're now part. The moment that new CEO came out, you know what he did? He came and shook Phil Spencer's hand, and he's partnering with that.
Paraded him out.
Here's the thing. Show me anything. Show me anything that's so damn great about PlayStation. While the CEO you've been simping for is quitting. He's quitting. He's getting off that sunken ship. And I suggest you do it now, my friend. I expect you to do it now. Now if you're gonna troll, then I'm gonna get you out of here. But if it's just a different opinion, it is what it is. But you're not. Hack that couldn't be verified. A group that didn't exist. All right, pal. I wait for you to. Listen, when your shit is stolen, do not come here crying, man. Because I ain't gonna have sympathy for you. I ain't gonna be here. None of that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You back the losing horse. You know, and you're gonna reap the not the benefits, but the consequences of it, man. But yeah, I am glad you came in here because you let me get a little bit fire out of me because I was waiting for one of y'all to show up to say something stupid.
Hey, dear, he was. And here's something else for Red Eye, and it was from Distinctive. He's one of my boys. He's my age too. And Distinctive at 950 said, back in the day, Sony had some serious electronics. Now there are competitive brands that either match or exceed what Sony puts out in terms of quality and price,
Hey,
100%. And
hold on
and
one second. Sega man, I
go ahead.
sent you a link, man. So if you want to join,
He
feel free to
better not
join.
come in here. I'm gonna finish this whole damn bottle if he pull up. And distinctive is he's exactly right. In the 80s, dude, Sony
Hey,
was it, and we didn't even have the money to buy Sony stuff because our parents bought everything. Then when I was going to college, Onkyo came about, and I'm like, this is fire. I got an Onkyo, and then got to college, and this girl did a scathing presentation about the demise of Sony. I'm like, damn, Sony, is
hey,
this like
understand.
that? It was crazy. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want to add something to what I'm going to say about that red. That what that guy? What's his name? Red what?
Red Eye
Red Eye.
Dragoon.
Yeah, Dragon.
Okay, there's only one thing I'm going to say about him. Okay, yeah, don't forget, y'all got Spider-Man coming out in the next 2 months?
Well,
No,
that's
next
Disney.
month.
That thing that's going on with your system, I tell you right now, you better hope that Sony get this thing under control, because if they don't, it's going to affect your sales with Spider-Man. I'm sorry, because everybody's going to start leaving y'all if y'all don't get it straightened out ASAP. Facts. They ain't no lie. That's a fact.
Mhm.
I'm
What
sorry.
else you got? What else y'all got? What else you got in here, Dia? What's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I can't keep up with this stuff.
Yes,
It's like,
we
Yeah,
have
no.
to. You got to pull a college all-nighter. Unlimited and I already talked about it. Hey, I'm picking up some
Hold on.
no-dos tomorrow
Oh, man,
morning. I'm just going to stay up.
Red Eye. I was gonna leave you alone, but you do realize the guy that's leaving, Jim Ryan's being replaced by a guy who prefers mobile over consoles, right?
yeah, it's true.
So I hope you got to listen. I hope you own that new iPhone 15, because that's going to be where you're playing your PlayStation games in the future, buddy. So
Hey,
yeah,
well, Red
it's a
Eye
good-
Dragon does have a point because me and Dia had odds against each other and didn't talk to each other for about 2 weeks because Dia said Jim Ryan need to go, and I'm like, what? No, he need to stay
Yeah,
so
he
he can
needs to
finish killing
stay,
Sony.
Actually, I'm gonna confess something. When I heard
Go
that
ahead.
Jim Ryan was leaving, I was heartbroken. I
Oh,
really
man.
was.
Hey,
I was
Unlimited,
like,
kick her ass off the
oh no,
show.
you
No,
don't.
I
You
got
know, you
to
don't.
hear this.
Jim Ryan was the best
Hey,
thing to ever happen to Xbox. He's the best thing that ever happened.
Correct. There you go. Dia
Our
came back.
our best days are leaving us behind. Now,
Who's the head of CEO? Who's the head of CEO in 2006 when they said that people would gladly work a second job to buy the PS3? Who's CEO then? Because I'd say that he's the best since that era.
yeah.
That was Kaz. Wasn't it Kaz Harai, I
Kaz-
think?
I think so.
I think. I'm not sure.
think
That's a he bot thing. You know, he'll know they cousins and everybody. All that shit.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just know
You're
what
right. You're right, Red Eye. He been damaging the
He
brand
has.
by trying to play catch up to Xbox. So yeah, and
Mhm.
the next guy's gonna fail when most of your games are games like Helldivers 2 that you're not gonna play,
Yeah.
and less Spider-Mans and all that. You know, blame them. Blame Jim Ryan, I guess.
I make a wager here. I
Uh-oh.
bet you that Halo's
Hell, well,
gas
Halo talk.
service. I bet you. Yeah, I'm bringing Halo up because that's everybody think of Xbox with that. I'm gonna bet you that Halo's gas service will grow and beyond what it is now. It will be popular before anything Sony comes out with. I
Hey,
guarantee that.
Dia, that's a guarantee. Well, Halo has been in the top 20 for 21 consecutive months. Halo
That's
made,
an Xbox. I'm talking about beyond that though. I'm
oh,
talking about everywhere.
but it was
That's what
our
I believe.
foundation, though. It was our
Yeah.
foundation.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yes, Halo is always popular on Xbox. I mean, I'm always
yeah,
seeing that thing. you know.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
as more people
Oh,
get
And
in Game
Dia,
Pass, that's what I mean.
Listen, guys, I apologize. I really
oh
do
shit,
because I'm
Unlimited
giving
is
this
in the
guy.
fight.
Yeah, I'm giving this guy too much attention, but he keeps saying things that's easy to disprove. My dude, Sony needs to focus on Japan. They literally closed down Sony
They
of Japan
did.
when games like Gravity Rush flopped.
Yep.
Which, by the
Yep.
way, let me say this: I actually like Gravity Rush 1 and 2. I don't give Sony a lot of credit, but Gravity Rush 2 is a creative and fun game. And if they made more games like that, I'd probably give the console more
They
credit.
closed those servers down within a
But they
year.
closed. Yeah, but they literally closed down Sony of Japan for a reason. They literally moved from their headquarters from Japan to California for a reason. They've abandoned. Listen, I could go. Matter of fact, let me pull up the article where Japanese fans said that they felt abandoned by Sony.
They did.
Let me find that, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, give me a second.
Hey, here, let's go to the based teacher. Jim Ryan was Xbox's best asset.
He was.
We did, yeah.
He was. I mean, this was our best years, I think.
Hey, go ahead and finish the deal while Unlimited is exposing the truth here.
Let's see what I want to read. Something.
Yeah, well,
I want to read. Go ahead. Go ahead. You ready?
Man, Zeke knows that, man. I'm having crazy technical issues right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to try my hardest to get this damn article on screen because
Hey,
I want to.
go ahead, dear. Keep reading while Unlimited search.
The Japanese market isn't what you think it is.
Oh no, it's not at all.
Yeah, and why Sony has moved past it, you know, the point is, Red Eye, is that the days of them focusing on Japan are dead, and they made it loud and clear. And now it's clear that they're trying to pivot towards a live service model that again, y'all, I just listen, y'all are not going to play games like Helldivers 2 or that game from Haven Studios. That's
or Unlimited. Dia's number one fan just pulled up, said, "What? Baby Steps? Baby Steps is Jim Ryan's secret weapon."
That's the game he's gonna be known for. There's no other games that he actually released under his name. Baby Steps is gonna be the only thing. Yeah. That is unbelievable.
That video almost made me quit games, man.
Hey, let's go back to Issa over here because he has been talking shit all day.
Oh yeah, Issa been on fire. My goodness.
He said Jim Ryan was the best. I wish he stayed longer. Word up.
Yeah.
Dear, what else you got to say while Unlimited look for his stuff?
You still looking, Unlimited?
No. The problem is I'm having trouble getting it on screen.
It's technical. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's read out what you need to.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's an article that I'm trying to put up screen about how PlayStation Japanese feels that Sony abandoned them or something like that.
And this is from what publication?
Hold on.
The Xbox secret agent.
This ain't shit. He said Sony needs to bring back games based on ancient Japanese history. The giant crab was monumental to the success of Sony. You remember that giant enemy crab that they had at E3 one year?
Yeah.
Dia and Tuck. Well, Hebot was just on. We talked about that. There's a giant enemy crab, and they also said Ridge Racer. It was just a really awkward moment where Sony didn't have it all together. It was one of the more hilarious moments of E3.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but Dia, you said you found something in the chat you wanted to read.
That was a while back. It might have been something Issa said because Issa's been putting out some good stuff too. Actually, everybody has been, but
he and everybody have been tripping in this chat.
And as they should, man. Because I told the chat, have fun with it tonight. You know, y'all can say whatever tonight, man. Just have a blast, man. Have a blast.
Yeah, Dia, you didn't know it.
Red Eye, let me get that energy out. So
But then, what people like him don't understand is this has been pent up in the Xbox gamer for a long time, and it's been a long time coming because this discrepancy between Xbox and PlayStation by the media, and then the way that Sony conducts business, all of these things have made it to where we pretty much all said like we don't need a company like this in the gaming industry.
Correct.
You want competition, but you don't want a company like that conducts itself in the way it has.
Right.
And in my opinion, I've said this before. Thank goodness that Xbox was there to check Sony, because imagine what gaming would be now if Sony had no checks and balances.
Yeah, definitely. It'll be like the sixth generation again, you know, where they got Sony was literally getting games they had nothing to do with in the sixth generation just because they had such a dominance in the market.
Right.
At the time,
right.
You know, and people think a lot of PlayStation fans want to go back to last generation, the PS4. I think it's the PS2 because their dominance then
That was
is something.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dominance that's just not gonna happen ever again. It's just
Mhm.
yeah, having 90 like it was to the point. I believe the original Xbox and Wii, not Wii, the GameCube, so both sold approximately 20 million, while the PS2 sold 155 million, for example. And having that big of a lead, was probably peak for Sony in terms of market share. And then what happened when the Xbox came out? It was dominating almost like a lot of games that were that we were told was never going to come anywhere else was going to Xbox all of a sudden. Final Fantasies, the Metal Gears, and all that.
Hey
So
man,
Right.
yeah,
here's something that
and
none
look,
of you know.
even Red Eye said the PS2 was the best console. Period. You
It
see,
was for
see
for
that?
PlayStation. Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
you see,
For PlayStation, yeah.
so that's what they wanted. So that
Well,
if
they had the
anything, that's what
best.
they
They
wanted.
had a lot of great
And
games,
that's what I
and
was gonna say. Their games was incredible during
and
that
and
Yeah,
time.
it,
but
but it
that's the
wasn't
thing. A lot of
theirs.
those, yeah, exactly. It was just that they were so dominant that they're just everything was coming to PlayStation. There
Yeah,
are games that
Grand
was,
Theft Auto,
yeah,
Resident Evil,
mhm,
those
Everything.
were
Yeah.
heavy over
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
here's something that you guys didn't know. I was in GameStop today, and I pulled a Ramo. Ramo ain't shit. He'll get a warranty on something and take it back the day the warranty expires. So I took my Elite controller back that was perfect. I
Mm.
took it back because this was the expiring day of my warranty, and I saw this PlayStation controller that had the opposite thumbsticks, just like the Xbox controller. It was $256.
Holy moly!
Yeah, and I was about to take a picture of it because I never heard anyone talk about it. I said, Unlimited won't believe this. So I'm going to take a picture of this tomorrow. I'm going to send it to you, Unlimited, and because they said nobody has purchased one yet, but I'm going to send it to you, so it'll be one of the many things that we'll talk about in the demise of Sony, because
Yeah,
this was a
man,
long
that is
time coming.
holy moly.
Yeah, and nobody talked about this, but it's sitting in the store, so yeah.
Oh man.
So you
What else
guys
we
said
got here?
Hebot was here too?
Man, he
Yeah,
about
yeah.
came in here. He had his clown shoes on.
Oh
I
wow.
had a red nose on. Unlimited had the red hair on. We clowned for a little while. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good time when he was there. Let's see, Radiance 96 said ponies only have a problem with monopolies when it's not their favorite console
Yes.
brand. Yeah,
Yes.
Hmm.
but not only that, again, guys, Xbox and Microsoft is not a
They're
monopoly,
not. Yeah,
and
they're not.
I got to keep telling you that because for some reason people don't seem to know what the definition of a monopoly is. It's not like okay, in the 90s when they were got sued, yeah, that was a legit monopoly for
Yeah,
their
they were getting
fucking,
close.
yeah, that was, but that wasn't for gaming, that was for
No,
oh
Operating
man,
systems.
thank
operating
you,
system.
operating
Yeah.
systems.
And
Yeah,
Apple
so
was pissed. And
yeah.
Bill Gates said, "Hey, we'll give these guys $150 million." Bill Gates started walking out. Judge was like, "Hold on, Bill, wait. We have to make a payment schedule when they're going to pay you back." Bill said, "No, let them keep it. I'm out of here."
Yep.
But here's the thing, though. Di caught Unlimited in a lie because Lena Khan seems to think that the Xbox division is a monopoly, and she
She
wants to
does.
break them up.
And it's not
So
according to legal. She
Yeah,
knows
she
this.
don't. Yeah, she don't.
yeah,
Listen, she's a political hack. All
she is
That's
she's
a
it.
drug
all
addict.
she's all she's doing is following the script of because she's a Democrat and their whole thing is to be against big business and shit. All she's doing is playing this con game of we gotta stop big tech,
Mhm.
big tech, and
She
they've been
making us
failing
look
like crazy.
stupid, dude.
She is.
Yeah,
I mean, I never knew she
I
would take
feel
it to this
bad.
degree. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
it's awful.
I thought the CMA was bad. They ain't got nothing on Lean and Con.
Nope. And this she's Ivy League educated. They cannot have her picture up as someone that hey, look, she's the head of the FTC. I bet they took
She
that picture off the wall.
remember when she got exposed for having an expired license?
Yep.
Bruh. And she was practicing
And she
law.
was
She
practicing law. Yeah.
she
Yeah.
could have spent a couple days behind bars for that. Can't
Hmm.
do that.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't really follow law anymore up there no more. I mean, that's just
Well,
how it
they
is.
do. If she had the wrong complexion or if she pissed the right person off, she would have spent a couple days, just like my one of my favorite people, the cleanup lady. that keep everything nice. What
Yeah.
the white lady that went to jail for insider trading,
Oh,
Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Yeah.
Yeah, I was pissed when they sent that chick to
Yeah.
jail, man.
Yeah, Red Eye, come on, man. Imagine
He's
seriously
at it again.
consider a platform holder from the industry just because they have a big wall, dude. You said that you're a PlayStation fan since the '90s. Do you not remember that Sony was literally buying up everything at the time just
Yep.
to
Literally.
competition?
That's what hurt Sega.
Yeah,
They
Talk
been
about
able
it,
to
dear.
remain as competition,
yeah.
but they eliminate their competition. That's what they
They
do.
So Sony used their wallets for decades now, especially in the '90s when they first got in.
let
Matter of fact, let's not forget Red Eye. Nintendo was doing the research and development for the PlayStation console, and that ended up not working out between them and Sony.
I got the biggest one. EA, Sony took Madden away from Sega. It
Yes.
forced us to buy a PlayStation to continue our Madden league.
Yeah. So when you say imagine, yeah, Sega hurt Sega. It fell to Saturn. No, here's the thing: Sega did themselves no favor. But let's not sit here and pretend Sony was not squeezing out the market.
Right.
Don't be disingenuous. Don't be disingenuous and sit here and pretend that it was that Sony was not buying games. Like literally, my dude, two games like Tomb Raider and Resident Evil were supposed to come to the Saturn before Sony paid for them off
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. It was
So this idea that oh man, you guys only like Xbox because they have a big wallet. No, I like Xbox because they make the best games.
correct.
It just so happens their parent company called Microsoft, and for the first time in the history of Xbox, since they got full reign to use to just like a full reign, no constraints, no limits on what they could do. Hey,
Right.
that's called good business. I would, right? Because listen, so it's okay when Sony is paying for games off other platforms, but now it's a big issue that Xbox, literally the only company that's ever came close to rivaling Sony, is outdoing them. No, I'm not going to be upset. And then as an Xbox fan, of course I'm okay with it because it's like it's my favorite gaming platform. It's where I do damn near all my games. So damn right, you are damn. Listen, I'm not objective. I'm not someone who like, oh man, I love all both sides. No, I'm Xbox first and always will be.
And here, let me help you out, Red Eye. It's just like if you ask us what we're playing or why we like Xbox, it's because of the games. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna be quick. I have over 5,000 hours in Gears 5 Horde alone. Hey, dear, what's your experience on Starfield? Listen to this, Red Eye, with your crazy ass.
On Starfield now,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm learning what happened to Earth, and I'm in the Soul System.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's out now. I think the story is starting to pick up and stuff. Because it's right now it's pretty sad point. I won't go into details, but it's at a pretty sad point of the story. I think with what I'm learning about what happened to Earth and everything. But yeah,
Oh,
that's
so the game is it's emotional to you?
it is to me. Yeah, I think that part is
Hey,
emotional.
Rady,
Yeah.
hey, Red Eye, your stupid ass hear that? We know you have a lot of sad dad games, but you know what? My story will be different from Dia because I have a great time because I'm over infiltrating places. Okay,
I've heard some incredible stories in Starfield.
100%. Yeah, and and Red Eye, we all have a different experience of Starfield. Everybody is doing something different. How about that?
Yeah. Hey, good stuff, guys. We're about to start wrapping it up shortly. It is a little bit late, and
It was a special show, so it's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Listen,
Yes,
Sony.
yeah.
Listen, Sony. Don't give us breaking news tomorrow, man. Don't be
Yeah.
out here shutting down Guerrilla Games or Naughty Dog or something.
Oh,
Oh,
so
God.
please don't.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't
Hey,
well,
I
be
need
there
got
about
to-
suicides and stuff over there on the pony
Dear,
side. Don't
no.
do
What
that.
about me, dear?
Yeah,
Hey, I gotta take care of my mother. E-Rock could be yelling at me. Hey, Zink, why are you not taking care of your mother? Hey, we have to talk this shit because Naughty Dog is out of business. What you want me to do? But
Right,
she's calling
yeah.
me now.
yeah, man. I need to hit up Sega, man. He needs to host a show, man, because you're born and live there. I can't be talking like I want to when I'm hosting. But anyway, guys, Yeah, Sony, no more breaking news, please. Matter of fact, it's kind of weird because usually there's nothing to talk about because it's Xbox. But and it's funny, the two times Sony has something to talk about is them being hacked and their CEO stepping down. It's like,
Yeah.
man,
Or getting fired under
or getting fired.
disguise.
Yeah, or getting fired. Yeah. Matter of fact, since y'all said Bonnie Ross really got fired and didn't step down, I'm saying
Yeah.
the same thing about Jim Ryan. His ass
Yeah.
got fired. How does that
Got
sound?
fired. Hey, and Distinctive saw it too, and it's their offset controllers. But I'm gonna take a picture of it unlimited, so you can see what I'm talking about, and I'll send
Yeah.
it to you.
Yeah. Nah, man. If Square gets acquired by Sony, I won't be mad.
Yes, Xbox
Yeah.
people are not going to be
dude,
upset at that.
Red Eye, you're not going to sit here and pretend that Square Enix is better, has a better legacy of games than Bethesda and well, maybe not Bethesda and Activision, or more
Yeah,
impactful than
Activision
both.
definitely does. They've been in the
Yeah.
industry for a long, long time.
Yeah, they're older than all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made great games like Boxing and Steeplechase.
Yeah. So nah, man, I wouldn't be mad at all. Matter of fact, like, Red Eye, I own a PlayStation 5, so if I want to play their games, I'd play them. It's just that they're not releasing anything worth it right now. And here's the thing: I don't even hate Square Enix. I just hate their business practices because they've released some pretty good games.
I like some of their games. I ain't got no problem with their games.
like Tales of the Rise was a good RPG.
Oh yeah,
Nier
Nier
was an awesome RPG. I really like Nier. So it's not like you're talking to somebody like I'm not one of these guys. When you're dealing with unlimited production, Red Eye, you're not dealing with somebody who blindly hates and just hate for no reason. No. I come to conclusions based off the facts, and I could hold opinions. I could hate the business and like a few of their games. Hell, I just told you a few minutes ago, I actually like Gravity Rush 1 and 2. It's the fucking Horizon Forbidden Entertainment that Sony just relying off lately that makes them suck.
Hey, but unlimited. What about Radiance 96 coming in here lying at 1014, talking about AB Key has the richest catalog?
Yeah,
but that's not what Jim Ryan said. He said
Bungie.
He said
no offense, Bungie, but come on, get out of here.
The Bungie deal is better than the Activision deal. And you're talking to a financial institution. They said 3.7 billion versus 68.7 billion. Is this fool crazy?
Yeah, just absurd. Hey, Tuckmaster, you there?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hey, Tuck, man, give us your final thoughts. We're about to call it a night shortly.
Well, my final thoughts is this: the day is coming when we're gonna see the day when PlayStation is gone. They damn ponies. They don't have nothing to cry about. They might either gonna do one or two things. Either they're gonna come to the Xbox side, which I hope they don't. Or like I said, always have said, take their ass to the damn goof factory and burn them all. That's all I got to say about that. And not just there's just a good day for Xbox.
It's a great day.
Man, go, but hey, he got to go. So Jen Ryan, farewell and enjoy your retirement.
Yo, me and Red Dead are friends now because he agreeing, man. Near Automatica and Replica, excellent. Agreed there. Jim Ryan's a liar. That's why he's done. Agreed there. And Diablo alone brings more money than all of Bungie. Red Eye, you know what, man? You're PlayStation. You're on my good PlayStation list now, man. I think I won you over somewhere. Good stuff for actually speaking the facts, my dude.
Well, I don't think Diablo makes more money than Bungie. But hey, here's the thing. Here, let me give you. No, Bungie make a lot of money. They make money every day.
Well, they got a gas game, but before that,
it's a good one. No, they created Halo. Bungie has
but that
a war
doesn't mean
chest.
that every game they come out with is going to be like that, though.
Yeah.
They struggled when they first did Destiny, though.
Well, it's sort of, kind of, but they hitting the stride, and they in that.
Well, they're actually dipping now because I'm hearing from real Destiny players that the game isn't what it used to be. So that it could be why they're making Marathon.
But here's Bungie always gonna do something different. But here's the thing, though.
Tired of them of the transaction stuff. You know, they getting tired of the.
That's what I heard.
But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not good word on
they
the
could
street.
get tired of that. But here's the thing: Destiny is in the top 15 for like
Mm.
5 years.
It's going down though. I'm telling you
It's
from
going
real
down.
players. That's
But
they're telling
how?
you that.
Here's what going down means. Like, what's that game that everybody overrated, unlimited? Elden
Uh,
Ring.
yeah.
Elden Ring is out of the top 40.
Yeah.
Okay, but Bungie have things that people are buying year over year all the time, and
Yeah,
it's
but
Yeah.
it's
on
not
two
going to.
consoles.
It's like anything, Zinc. Everything has a lifespan, and I think
This is
Right.
Destiny's
true.
reaching the end of its lifespan. That's why they're moving, doing a marathon. I understand that. I'm not saying what Bungie doesn't do isn't good, but there are some things that are fair critiques about how they handle Destiny
This
that
is
I don't
true.
think that
This is
they're
accurate.
perfect with everything. And I hope that when they do their next game, because it's going to be a multiplayer. So if it's going to be a multiplayer, let them correct some of the issues that people are having with Destiny now to
But
make
dear,
their
here,
product even better. You know.
here's how that is. It's like what we're doing, we're less than 4% of the buying market.
Hmm.
Call of Duty, we don't play Call of Duty anymore, but Call of Duty is a behemoth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and that's what Destiny is. Destiny is
I
a
don't think
revolving.
Destiny's no Call of Duty. I'm
But
sorry, I
but
don't.
but dear, you have to look at the charts. In Xbox
I
Live
don't.
True Achievements, hold on, Tuck. In Xbox Live True Achievements, Fortnite is usually number one. It's so Starfield is number one. Then it's Fortnite or Call of Duty,
Hmm.
Minecraft. Destiny is in that top 10.
I'm not
That's
denying that.
substantial.
I'm just telling
But
you
that's the
what real
whole.
players are saying.
But
Um,
but but
you
but
have to.
dear,
You can't ignore what people who play that
yes,
game
you
every day.
can. You
How?
can.
Is this
Here's
something? How?
dear.
Can
Here's how.
somebody ask me what Starfield is? I'm
But
gonna tell
dear,
you.
Oh,
but
shit.
dear, here's how you could ignore them, because they're less than 4% of the buying population. There's a enormous amount of people we can't see that are not in our fraternity, in
I,
our circle that
I'm
we
not
listen
gonna
to.
pretend I know more about Destiny than somebody who's playing that thing every
But
day.
they may be right. But
Hey,
here,
she's
but
just
okay,
reporting the facts.
here's somebody. I'm telling you, consumer behavior, dear.
Hmm.
We are the we buy things first. We're the early adopters. But when casuals take over, they outnumber us tenfold. Those are the ones that make this an elite game. None of us here play Roblox. Roblox is a super $1 billion franchise that none of us play.
Right.
It's people that say Halo is garbage, but Halo has been in the top 24, 21 consecutive months and
Right.
makes money on a daily basis. These are things that this small, less than 4% can't see. Even King David said Halo Infinite has been a miserable failure as a games as a
As
service
The,
as a
game.
gas
the
game,
most
yeah.
successful
That's
failure of all time, man.
it's the
I'll
most
die on that
successful
hill.
failure of all. Hey, you heard the Sarah Bond say Halo is the biggest launch in Halo history. She said that in court. They made their money back within 3 weeks. They had 28 million people playing this game. They made over $1 billion in less than 7 weeks. None of our games have done that. And it stayed in the top 20 just because this small portion of people that we know. It's just like
So
what's
so
this
you put Destiny on level with Fortnite's cards like that.
100%.
You think it's
Hey,
gonna last that long,
No, you
right?
don't never do that,
hold
man.
on,
Come
hold
on.
on. Hey, Tuck, listen. This is my field of study. This is my expertise. This is what I do. Consumer behavior, I know all about it. See, they're just looking at the elite. I look at
Hmm.
the entire embodiment of the market structure and the methodology and the people that we all market to. I don't leave anyone out. I take the laggards, which are people that only buy a game that's on sale and nothing else, the casuals that just follow the crowd, and the early adopters that are us. It's a whole marketing group. But you can't just follow the elite because the elite only eat at Ruth Chris or the Chop House in Chicago when McDonald's is the number one restaurant in the world and make more money than everything. You follow me?
I follow you.
Just because
I
the elite,
disagree, but I follow you.
but the fact is, hey, here's another thing. Just like people don't like Rainbow Six, but that it stays in the top 10. It continues to make money. That
Rainbow
nobody Rainbow Six Siege. Look at it. But it's a great game.
Zig sends me the top 40 every week.
I sure do. Whenever I hear somebody say something crazy, I send Unlimited the top 40 so you can see what actually goes on.
Right.
And you know, it's just like we don't play Fortnite. None of us here play Fortnite, but the kids do. Roblox is work. Hey, dear, nobody play Roblox, but it's
on
worth
Xbox,
over $40 billion.
On Xbox, Destiny's 10. From
See
the
what I
last
mean?
top 40 Zig sent me.
Yeah, I didn't say the game was dead. I just simply said that
The fan base isn't happy with it.
right, and that I heard critiques of it that are
That's-
legitimate. It's not like, oh, I just don't like this.
I understand.
People put in hundreds, if not hundreds of hours.
I
into
understand.
it, and some people haven't touched it in a long time. It is
I understand.
dwindling. So I don't know if Bungie turns that around. They could do that or whatever. But I'm just stating what I have been hearing out there.
But-
and these people
but
have
dear.
no reason to lie about that. You know,
Dear,
it's-
here's the thing. They could be right, but here's the reality of it. Bungie will turn and say and look and pull their wallet out and they say, "Damn, I'm making a lot of money every day." It doesn't matter what they think. Just like we don't play Call of Duty, but Call of Duty is looking at their wallet and they say, "Damn, we just made $68.7 billion."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You-
If
you-
that's
Jim
the
Ryan, Jim,
next
Jim,
side,
yo, Jim Ryan was looking at Call of Duty's money. It's like, shit, I gotta quit. I'm done.
either way.
but dear, that's what I'm saying. You know, they may be right, but people don't care because they've made an engine. It's like the National Football League. I stopped watching it because the Bears organization pisses me off, but it's the number one sport in our country.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. And it's like Madden. People criticize Madden, but you have to pay for that player's license, which drives the cost of the game up. But everyone wants to play their favorite college player or the new guys that come to their team, like Stroud from Houston. It's kids in Houston that want to play Madden because of that
Yep.
quarterback alone. And that's the driver that keeps Madden going year after year after year, and it'll never stop. But that game will stay at $70 with minimal improvements because they have a structure, a marketing structure that's never going to quit. There's always going to be a high school player, a college player that enters Madden that a group of people want to play for their favorite team.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but you know, everything. But you know what?
Mhm.
Madden didn't do all that great this year. It
Hey,
did.
Tuck, we'll see what happens when those numbers come out. Madden will do great forever, just like FIFA. I haven't played a FIFA game since Worldwide Soccer 98 on a Saturn, but that's the biggest damn sports game out there. Okay, forget what and I spend more money than most, but it doesn't matter that I spend all of this money. It's what the masses spend.
Yeah,
And that's the thing.
I've talked about it before about how listen, at the end of the day, we're the vocal minority. You know,
Correct.
that's why, as much as it was pissing Zink off, I was sympathetic towards Sony fans who potentially got hacked.
I'm
because most of them are not on play. They don't follow this
They
stuff.
don't. I agree. with that.
And I don't
Yep.
I don't see why someone like my brother should be punished who plays on
because
PlayStation
Sony's
should
a
be
crappy
punished.
company.
Yeah, because
right?
Sony's a shitty company.
Yeah.
No.
Hey,
Sony-
hey, Unlimited and Dia and Tuck too, since I'm by myself, I get disappointed when I go to Walmart and I was like, damn, it was 5 PlayStations here 2 days ago. Now it's 3 PlayStations here. I hope those 2 kids that bought a PlayStation, I hope they their cords burn up.
It probably is happening as we speak.
But on fire, burning their house
Oh, man.
down. Okay, but all
I
in
know it.
all,
I know what you're saying. But
yeah.
maybe
They
people do got to
they
go
they
through this,
they
but I don't like
PlayStations
it.
with fire insurance now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was disappointed because I ran the show back because I came late. Hey, oh no, where's your boy at Unlimited? What was your boy's name?
Which one?
Your friend, your new friend that you
Oh,
had.
Red Eye
Red
Dragoon.
Eye.
Yeah.
Hey, Red Eye. Why don't you criticize Dia for coming to the show late? How about that? And Dia got on me, cussed me out for the first
Oh
5 minutes.
yeah.
I did.
Hey, she cussed my ass out Unlimited. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
Not
Hey
Yeah,
man,
saying
she
that
called you
chat.
out when you got here
Yeah.
late. Yeah, that's
dude,
right.
hey, y'all, Dia called me out so bad. I had my hand on my face. I'm like, man, she cussing me out, dude. All because I had to take care of my mother. I was feeling
Oh
sad
man.
shit.
You see, he's guilting me now. Like, my mom,
Hey,
Oh,
Zig, give us your final thoughts, man.
that's it, man. I like hanging
Uh,
out with my people. I am mad because I was looking so forward to hearing Dia with the rest of the crew. I wish Sega
Sega
Man was
man, yeah,
here
we
yeah.
missed
and
him.
and E-Rock, but he chilling in the pit, Karen's.
E-Rock
But
better get out of there. We better pry him out of there. There's no
nah,
vacation when this is going on. He better come out of retirement.
nah,
Yeah.
and that's it, man. And I like representing the chat, man. These my people in here, and that's it.
Excellent stuff. Dea, give us your final thoughts.
Oh man, I just wanted to say that I love my chat. I've loved the panel. I've always had fun with you guys, and man, I never thought I would actually see a lot of this stuff go down. Uh, I'm still
Yes.
blown away. I think it's going to take me some days to really assimilate all of this, But wow, what is PlayStation going to look like in a year from now? I don't know. I can't tell you that. And the conversations I think are going to revolve around PlayStation now. What is going to become of PlayStation? Because people pretty much know what Xbox is now. But
Yeah.
what is PlayStation? That is the question for the next show, I believe. And
Mhm.
anyway, thank you for having me. Thank you for taking me late. I know I was late. I didn't know about this show, but
Mhm.
I'm glad I was able to get my points in while I could.
Hey, real
Excellent.
quick, I want to apologize to Dia if it sounds like we were arguing.
Oh
Cause
no, no.
no, Dia, you don't understand. Ramo will be pissed at me all day tomorrow. This motherfucker will ride me all day until I threaten him. I'm saying, I'm gonna tell your wife you keep this shit up.
You
Oh my lord.
don't
Oh
want that to
man.
happen, Rambo.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell no.
Oh yeah, it was a great show for sure, Radiance,
Yes,
man. Thank you
indeed.
for sending me the news. Thank you, Zinc, for sending me the news.
I'm
Thank you.
pissed at Radiance that he sent it to you before I did. He gonna
Yeah,
cuss
yeah.
his
Hey,
ass
man,
out.
yo, these dudes are fast, man. They be hitting. Listen, when I tell you, people be hitting me up and giving me a lot of this info. They be fat. Two Man's another one who be giving me info
Two man is
sometimes, man.
fire, dude.
Yeah, so some of these dudes, they hit me up on
Yeah.
Twitter like, "Hey, man, this is what's going on." Then I look into it, like, "Oh, snap! This is big news." And boom, the
Mhm.
unlimited truth is here. But my final thoughts are simple. Bye bye, Sony. Bye bye.
Oh shit.
Wow.
I'm glad Unlimited is choosing violence. But we
Yeah.
don't
Oh
want
yeah,
deal.
yeah, yeah. No. This is not. Today was not nice guy unlimited at all.
Yeah,
No, no,
but
no.
I want Dia to stay the same because she's the better half. So I want her to still be that balance, though.
I
Yeah,
miss
Stay
yeah,
y'all
over
yeah.
there.
too. I miss
Because
y'all.
I had to be toxic today. That's why I was thinking red eye dragoon. Like let me be toxic, man. Someone
Oh
had to
yeah.
come and trigger my ass so I could call you out. Because I was not in a nice mood. No, not when Lion Jim Ryan stepping down. Not when the same guy who was flying to Brussels, San Francisco, the Pitcairn Islands, Guam, the Philippines. Not when that same dude's out here stepping down.
He got to
Yeah.
Oh
see the
no,
world in
not
unlimited.
after I saw Sony Sony say,
She said he got to see the world. He
yeah,
did.
yeah, man. Listen, man, they spent that. They don't have a security budget because he spent that so much on traveling, man. So yes, I was not going to sit here being all nice and like, oh, good job, Jim Ryan, like other Xbox fans were doing on
Oh
Twitter.
yeah.
Were
Nope.
they doing that really?
Yeah.
Dia
Oh yeah.
is
No.
horrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me show you real quick, Dad.
Oh no. Hey,
You're
while you
not
checking that
you know.
distinctive 170, he mentioned because when we said no dose earlier, he know about that too. I'm like, why are kids taking no dose? I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why do you want to stay up? I'm like, there's no way you go through a basketball practice if you don't go to sleep. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? No
Yeah.
dose.
Yeah,
Crazy.
look at this, Daya. So, PlayStation Jim Ryan thanks the PlayStation community as he announces his plans to retirement. Peter Ovo, Xbox guy, wish you had a wonderful retirement. All these guys just being all nice, right? Good
Sure
Oh
luck.
did.
wow,
I like,
Destin Legary, Ryan
yeah,
McCaffrey, they were all in on it.
yeah.
that's
PlayStation
unbelievable.
wouldn't be here without Jim. Jim Ryan spent 30 years of life dedication to having to bring joy. So yeah, the Xbox
Wow.
people, they were being super nice to this
This is
guy.
a company
Look at
under a
this.
man that tried to destroy Xbox. We learned that
Correct.
through the courtroom.
And then a guy, Fame Entertainment, he said Jim Ryan could have easily destroyed Xbox if he wanted to. Bruh, come on, huh?
What?
Wow.
Hold on. What do you say?
He said Jim Ryan could have destroyed Xbox.
Oh, why didn't he then?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't know. Somebody need to ask him that.
Man, I gotta be on a show when somebody says something like that, man. Because I
Definitely,
gotta ask,
dude.
why didn't he then? Don't tell me,
Yeah.
because they don't. No. It's obvious.
What happened? Why
Like, the dude
didn't he
literally-
succeed then?
Yeah, the dude literally flew around the planet to stop a merger that he had.
And he
Correct.
damaged the PlayStation brand. He
Sure
damaged
did. And ruined morale.
Yep. Ruin morale, expose them. I mean, that's how we know their exclusives don't make money. That's how we know
Nope.
they can't survive without Call of Duty. That's how we know all this stuff now because it was his fucking fault. It's his fault that we know PlayStation's weaker than we thought. Thank you, Jim.
Hey, you see this piece of shit at 10:33 p.m.?
Oh, day of one.
Man,
Thank you, Remo.
there's a video that I want you to play before we leave tonight, and it's come from Flirt Angel Players. He got a good video saying that he got fired. Jim Ryan got fired after starting Activision.
I'm gonna go to sleep to that
From who?
video.
Oh wow.
And you got to
From who?
see if you
From
can
who,
find
Tuck?
it. See if you can find it. It's FRITANGA Players.
Oh, for Tanga.
Oh, for
Yeah, for Tinker Players.
Okay.
Oh, for
Oh, dude, he is.
Yeah.
That dude can be.
He got a video,
Terrible.
man, on there right now, man. You got to play that video.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, well, we'll get him next time, but I'm gonna go to sleep to that shit. I'm gonna turn it on as soon as we
Yeah,
get off
yeah.
here because he is a clown, boy.
Yeah. I'll check it out later.
Yeah.
later. But I just don't like those PC dudes who still in our
Yes.
stuff, man.
That's
And-
fair.
and
That's a fair
yeah.
assessment. They don't have unless they actually play Xbox. I'm one, but I play Xbox. I own
Yeah.
one, and I'm in the ecosystem. So
Mhm.
I'm invested in this. But if they're not, and they like Alex. No offense to him in his show and his hustle, but he's like, well, I'm just a PC dude. Then why are you in this?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. Hey, that's like an Escalade riding around an escort saying, "Hey, you missing these features here, huh?" Like, get out of here with that shit.
Yeah. And with that, guys, we're gonna call it a night. What an absolutely excellent show. The chat was fire. The panel was fire. We even had a PlayStation fanboy jump in for a little while. I got to be my toxic self.
Yes, you did.
Yo, Unlimited Production changed his name to the Toxic Avenger at this point. God damn, man.
You might have changed it to an Xbox guy now.
Yeah. By the end of it, yeah, we come
Yep,
into
y'all
mutual
friends.
it's like we came to a better mutual agreement than our politicians.
Right,
We should be in Washington.
And Dia, Unlimited isn't old enough, but it was like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He made a friend with that
Yeah.
He did. Oh, man.
Censorship said PC guys who try to be Xbox players annoy me. Yeah, and then they just pretty much steal from what he bought and everybody be saying anyway.
Mhm.
And then what really kills me is they're inedible. Well, I mean, I don't even play on Xbox. I'm a PC guy.
Yeah,
I'm a
they-
PC.
I don't
PC.
like when they try to put down if like Xbox or console or something. But then why are you here then? I like both. So to me, I can go back and forth. But
Mhm.
if they don't like the console area, then stay out and just critique
Yeah.
the PC area. I mean, that's where you play at. I don't understand that.
Right.
So-
Yeah. But it is what it is. Jim Ryan gets fired today. Sony is on a faster collapse than the Roman
Yeah.
Empire.
The weeks
So-
to come.
Oh man.
And look at Suicide Watch for the ponies. I'm telling you
Yeah.
guys.
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm not sleeping tonight, boy. Hey, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
up all
man.
night. I'm watching everything.
Oh man! But with that, guys, you guys have a good night. I hope and pray there's no more news because I can't.
Keep up,
I
yeah.
can't do it. Yeah.
Radiance 97 will let you know. Radiance
Yeah.
96.
Someone definitely let me know. Like, give your boy Unlimited a break, please.
No.
Can Sega Man do a show? Can E-Rock? Like somebody else do?
Hey,
Take over
let
for
me
him.
ask you this: when is that deadline that they gave Sony about that hat? Is that tomorrow?
I heard it was
no.
tomorrow, maybe. I think.
Yeah, we'll see. But if it's tomorrow, man, they don't have anything juicy in it because I do not want to come up here talking about it, man.
Hey, it
Yeah.
might be an unlimited truth, dear. Make
Yeah,
sure you
man.
get to work on time.
3 days in a row, oh man, that's a
No, we can't take it 3 days.
Yes,
in
we
a row,
can.
man.
We got to get Sega Man ass in here too.
yeah. I mean, remember the last one we did had like 8 people on it.
It
so,
did. That was a lot of people.
Well, we
Yeah.
need 10 people on here. Talk some shit.
Get Sega Forever, and who else can we get? Realist. We get
Yeah,
the realist
Realist,
in here because at
We
We
had
need to
Sneak
get-
last time.
at this point, I might as well hire y'all the way Sega Forever did, man.
We need to get
Bro.
Deploy 619 in here. He's the jackass. That dude. He was on our Xbox one time. That dude he's one of us for sure. 100%.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna have
Yep.
you guys have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the week, and we are out.
Peace.
Bye.